There you go. Wait, are we live? We going live?
We're streaming, so this is it. This is the No Jumper Show 3. This is we're officially.
We did a second one. When did we do a second one?
You're off the damn. Yeah. You don't remember that?
Wait, I thought we did one. I didn't know we did two.
No, we did two.
No, we
for
definitely
sure.
did two.
That's
Look.
what last week when the streaming was sucky.
Okay, what was the first one then?
I'm just kidding. The first one was the first one.
Listen, I can understand when people mess up the number when like Joe Budden.
Oh, we're live.
It's on like 200.
Joe Budden was like 278 and it was actually 268 this week. You just confused 2 and 3. Like you're so checked
That's
out.
the most he could count up to.
Yeah, exactly.
I respect it though. Hey, this is the No Jumper Show episode 3 featuring CAM Girl and Lil House Phone. How you guys doing?
I'm confused about what number show we on. That's all I'm doing.
Hello, America.
How you guys doing? I'm excited to be here.
Amazing.
Just did my second trans interview this month.
You're so woke.
Wow, 2 in a month. I didn't even know. I didn't even look at her.
I thought you said Lila.
Lila was the first one.
I thought Lila was going to come and co-host this one. What happened to that?
No, this is totally separate. Actually,
that's another one.
I ended up interviewing Blair White because she said that she hated the interview with Lila. So she talked shit about it.
She was like, I want to be the
What part did she not like about it? Like what you were saying or what
I guess she just thought she was annoying. But you're rocking Sicko right now. Are you?
Whoa,
Styled by Ian Connor?
Whoa, I didn't even know
This is
that.
Sicko Cartel.
What the hell is that?
I don't know, a fucking girl brand.
Well, it looks like
Isn't
Ian
that the one down the
took
street?
over her.
No.
That's
I
like
think
girl,
they're based
that's
in
girls
America.
In America? Ian Connor's based in America?
It's based in
I don't know what
America.
America is.
You love America. That's like your 4th time saying America. We've been on here for like 2 minutes.
She said they're based in America.
I like that though. I feel like people need to be a little bit more proud to be Americans. Like there's a lot of bad stuff about it, but there's some decent stuff, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. We got to fix a lot of shit, man. Like I'm here, but
Agreed.
like, man,
We're
it'd be
getting
some
into politics
fucking
now?
weird. Yeah, I know, right? We're going all political, but I don't know.
I just got mad political with the trans woman Blair White because she voted for Trump.
I felt that.
You got to get political when you're dealing with that. Yuri?
Yeah.
Is my phone?
Yuri.
Swipe the fuck up, Yuri. Can
Yuri?
you just save the video that he sends and send it to me?
I don't even care if you have any swag or anything when you shout this out on social media for my Instagram. Like if you just put some like lame ass like swipe up to watch us on live stream right now, that's fine.
That's cool.
I don't.
For me, do swipe up, bitch. But hey, make sure you get the link because you don't even have the link
Yeah,
yet.
He does have the link. He texted us the link just as we were doing that.
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
this cool
facts.
that we have Yuri now to help
I
us
know.
so we don't have to do
Fuck
it
I mean,
God.
Yuri's been here.
Because a lot of
for a
times,
minute.
like when me and him have just done it, we have to like do it over and over again because we either do the wrong link,
Yo,
no
blah,
link.
blah, blah. Something
Yeah,
fucks
something
up.
always fucks up.
Cam got stars on her face today.
Someone called you
she's a star.
FAG22, just FYI.
That's cool. They always call me gay. I like it.
That was
Yeah.
kind of tight. I was like,
How I have stars on my face.
Yeah,
because
what's
you're
up
a
with
star.
I was
that? You wanted to make that point.
Yeah, I just wanted you guys to know. It was funny because I had more. I had like 5 more, and then I was
You
like,
said
"This-
7 more earlier.
Okay, whatever. 5, 7, same thing. Yeah, I had too many, so I had to take them off.
I
It
felt
was a little
that.
bit much.
This is starting to make me be able to conceive of you as a gangster, which I've never really thought
Conceive
about. But
of
one
me.
time I met this girl at a bar in Long Beach, this Asian girl.
You talked about this last time.
Did I?
Yeah.
Wait, is this the one that got maced?
No,
No.
but she had a she like came over and was hanging out with me, and she was Asian. But then all of a sudden she started banging blood. She started talking about shooting at some girls or something.
That's some Crips, you said.
So now I'm starting to look at you like, damn, maybe you could be a gangster too.
First of all, wait, was I here when that happened?
That was like during the last podcast.
I definitely talked about it recently.
I think
but
I was high.
You were high off what? Contact?
Yeah.
It's hard because you only have so many memories of like shit that's happened to you before in your life, and I'm over here just trying to mine them for shit to talk about in the podcast just over and over, and I forget.
Nah.
I just learned about something where you have, it's called like CRH. Something
Which
where it's
means-
like, it's not like you have a photographic memory, but you have memory, like a photographic memory of your memory. So like it's hard for you to like break up with people and move on because all you think about is like the memories and like
It's like some
good
actual
when-
disorder.
It's like some kind of, I don't know if it's a disorder, just something.
I mean,
I feel like I
forgot what
have
the
a
name is.
regular memory, but then I just meet like 5 trillion people in an
Yeah.
average week, so I can't remember anything.
Did you know that your memory is is the last time you remembered that memory?
that makes sense.
So that's why memories alter, and that's why fucking what is it? Bystander like
Like
witness shit that like doesn't work.
Why? Like you could totally like you
can implant a memory in someone.
The cop was asking me what the color hat the guy who put the gun on me was wearing, and I totally told him the wrong color, but I was completely certain it was this color, And then
what color was he wearing?
But also,
I can't remember.
had fucking video.
Yeah, but I hadn't seen the video yet, and the cops kind of came and they're like, "What?" Like they were making me describe it, and also I noticed that when I said something that was more in detail, like I said that the gun was whatever, chrome or silver or whatever, and the detective took very special note of that, like that because that's the kind of thing that could maybe be used in the future to prove that I was.
And be like, oh no, it was black, it wasn't chrome.
It was white.
Then you can get off.
But you don't remember shit in the heat of the moment. Like your memory is all fucked up.
I've been on the other side of that where I was like on trial for fucking doing like robbery shit, and the kid was like giving fucking like I was also a kid. I was like 16, but the kid was giving like false like like reports of like what I was wearing or what I was doing or like what I don't know, like the bike I was on, like what color it was, all types of shit.
Really?
Yeah. Jeez. So and then he just didn't show up to court. So
I thought you were gonna say you were on trial for murder.
No, I was like 16 and I was like.
Have you ever been in a fight and then you start telling people about the fight, but in reality, like fights when they happen are such a fucking crazy blur.
It just happens so fast
that it's almost impossible to really like
remember.
Describe it. But you're over here trying to describe it because otherwise, what the fuck are you gonna say? And then it basically ends up that your version of it that you're telling is like borderline just fucking made up because you're trying to like reconfigure the events through all these different people telling you what happened and shit.
Especially if people weren't there and then like you don't want to make it seem like you got beat up, so you're fucking like hyping it up on your end.
Definitely been there, making it just knowingly just lying your ass off about what happened. Like
fucking curb stomped them.
Also, like fights, if you think about it, they last like what? Not even 30 seconds, right? Because in reality, like if a boxer fights 1 minute, that's like the longest fucking minute. You know?
If a fight was like 5 minutes, it's like gonna be the
dead.
longest, most like you are gonna be so out of breath. You are not a professional athlete. Realistically, even if you were, 5 minutes of fighting is a fucking lot.
What's like the longest fight you guys had, if you could think about it?
Well, I do remember a fight on the way home in 8th grade where we ended up on the ground with each other, like basically in like headlocks, and we started like biting each other and pulling each other's hair and shit.
Start sucking his dick.
Literally, started kissing each other.
Oh, I think I did start punching him in the nuts.
You're like, oh, I think we did kiss, huh?
And then I gave him a hand job.
Me trying to recreate this right now, whatever I say is basically gonna be a lie because I haven't thought about it in so long. So I just want to say that.
Is this story even real?
Did y'all even end up on the ground together?
Was I even rolling around on the ground with a man?
No, he ended up in the bed.
A man.
Yeah, you guys were in the bed. That's really what happened.
So, anyways, guys.
Yeah.
What's your password?
Wow.
Are you waiting for a girl outside?
Yuri has to get the password.
No. But yes, I mean, I didn't invite her. You invited her.
Yuri, as long as you're interrupting our very serious and precious podcast, can you hand me that bottle of water?
Just go get her, Yuri. Just like,
hey.
Oh, hi. Boys and Girls Club shirt. Oh,
Alex Girls Club. Hey, girls.
Hi.
Hey.
There's women here. They're not on camera.
There we go.
There's woman.
Speaking of women, Young Miami shot at.
Whoa, look at the Segway King.
I am the Segway.
We're just gonna get straight into the topics. We're not even talk about our weekend. About my fabulous weekend as the best DJ on earth.
Well, but let's stay cohesive with Young Miami getting shot at. Who shot at her? We don't know.
Does anyone know?
Yuri was giving us fake news saying that like she was about to quit the group or something.
Yeah.
He called her a hot summer girl.
He was like, the one hot summer girl. But he wasn't even talking about Young Miami. He was talking about some random ass Instagram girl.
He starts telling us who it is, and it's some girl that none of us ever even heard of.
He was like, you never seen that video of her twerking in a hospital bed? I'm like,
no, I've never
that sounds
seen
like 5 different girls. Though.
I want to know. Yeah, and then we did see it. She actually did have a fatty.
All I know is she drives a G-Wagon. She found out
talking about Young Miami, right?
Young Miami. We're cohesive on this podcast. Let's not deter my train of thought. Cohesion. So then she found out the hard way that her car is bulletproof.
What? That's how she found out?
She's like, thank God my car's bulletproof. I just found out. So yeah.
What?
So she didn't even know.
I don't know if all G-Wagons are bulletproof.
No.
Oh, okay, hers
Not
is.
at all.
And she found out. Thank God she didn't get shot at. And
well, I mean, she did get shot at, but
thank God she didn't get shot. Period.
Thank God that she was all right. That's insane.
Were the shots from the back or like some shit? I don't know. From the side?
I don't know, but I can find out for you right now.
Because that must mean that either like the glass was bulletproof or the glass and the body was also.
I don't want to make speculations, but like, who is she beefing with besides
Kodak. Yeah, she's beefing with Kodak.
And it was in Miami.
It was in
Miami.
But she's young Miami.
And sniper gang. What is a sniper? It's a type of gun.
Is sniper the one with scope?
Sniper isn't a type of gun, but okay.
Well, you know, it's a
classification of a shooter, I guess.
Fucking Mr. NRA over here. No, but I mean, you think that Kodak called that play from prison? That he was like, go to Young Miami's show and shoot her.
Wait, was it her show? It was her show?
I don't know where the
how
fuck
would he have ordered that hit on
I
on the
don't believe
phone
that Kodak would do
in
that.
jail? What? But how would he do that? How would he do that over the phone in jail though?
I think he recorded a diss song in jail.
Facts.
So I think you could do anything.
No, but don't you think
you would have to use extreme code words?
They could do like sign language through the fucking glass shit.
That's one of the fakest things about TV and shit. When you're watching The Wire and they're just straight up just like hanging out talking about everything. No, but you know they talk about everything when they're over the phone in jail and shit. Remember when fucking X they subpoenaed the records of him in jail and it was him talking to his fucking ex about everything.
But that was him on the phone in jail?
Yeah.
I thought that was him like out in fucking...
Nah, that was in jail.
He was talking to who?
He was talking to the girl Geneva, the one that he allegedly beat the shit out of.
But that was stupid as fuck. Why would you contact the person you're not supposed to contact?
Because he was a 19-year-old idiot who was just in jail for the first time, just talking to his ex about an open case on the phone and all that shit. All that shit would have been used against him in court.
And that's one of the rules is like you're not supposed to contact the victim like in a case like that.
Definitely.
That's like the main rule.
You know that there was all kinds of restrictions that basically were like, you're not allowed to do this thing that he obviously did by just talking to her.
I mean, I guess they own those records. You're talking on their fucking property and shit.
Pitchfork weaponized them and used them to try to paint him in a bad light. Just going to say
that.
Throw that out there.
The long-ass article. I read the whole thing.
Fuck the mainstream music media,
They try to make it like that was like an admission to shit.
I don't believe it. Fake news.
Anyway.
Let's get back to Young Miami. She was reportedly the target of a drive-by shooting on Tuesday, according to TMZ. The pregnant City Girls... Oh, yeah. And on top of that, she's fucking pregnant. Yeah. The pregnant City Girls rapper was posted up at Miami Circle House Studios when shots rang out. Her red Mercedes G-Wagon was hit, and she and her unborn baby avoided injury.
Bruh.
So wait, she was in the car? Or she was in the studio? Apparently, she said they didn't have lights on. I'm just going to repeat it how she said it. However, whoever it was didn't have they lights on, she says in the clip. I don't know where they came from. It came from behind me. The shots started from behind me. I said, shut up. I said, oh shit, somebody's shooting. The first shot hit the spare tire, and I don't know how the shots came to the side of me.
Wow.
They might have been like driving by. That's crazy though. Damn.
Honestly, that really gives me something even bigger and more interesting to talk to with Southside when I do his interview, which was supposed to be today.
How do you bring that up?
Just be like,
your baby mama got shot at.
Do you think that Kodak shot up your pregnant baby?
I will ask him it just like that. Fuck tact. There's no reason for me to say anything other than that. No, but yeah, imagine.
So what are you gonna do about it now?
I mean, it's gonna be weird to talk to him about it in the first place. But you know, he won't like address it super straight on. But he will talk all kinds of other shit. You know. Yeah. But without necessarily. If he's smart,
he wouldn't address it at all.
Yeah. He's a smart dude. You can tell right away because he started saying like about. Cause, you know, he said he owns a house in Broward County. And he's like the cops don't play out here, which is very very true. So I think that he's too smart to like really actually threaten Kodak. Hopefully he's too smart to like threaten him and he'll be kind of vague about it and everything. But I mean, God, can you imagine how I'd feel if you were like, I would already have been so unbelievably mad if I was Southside and Kodak was in jail saying that he was going to punch her in the stomach. Insane. Then her car, she gets shot up almost. That's fucking crazy.
In the same week.
Imagine how he feels.
And he's
imagine how she feels.
And he's a scary dude. Like, have you guys seen him like on Instagram Live, like yelling at people and shit? Like, he is not someone.
I don't think Kodak is scared of that though.
I mean, Kodak isn't scared of anything.
Kodak don't seem like he thinks about the what's going to happen from anything he does.
Definitely
but
not.
I mean, Kodak, like any rational person, would probably be at least a little bit intimidated to get in beef with Sizzle. But apparently,
Young Sizzle.
Young Sizzle.
Speaking of, I do like his rap music.
He's great.
I didn't realize that they were both in Kodak and his people were in Miami, and she's also, her name is Young Miami, and they're in Miami too.
I want
down the street from each other. They're down the street from each other.
My ego's blown. This is the guy that can only count to 3.
No, he just gets confused on the way to 3.
Like what? 1, 3, 2.
Because I'm like, our shit morphed together. I'm like, we've been doing this a long time, me and you, and then I'm like,
Come on.
fucking how many?
But after this, maybe during the stream or before the stream or something, we should watch that video that she's like the fucking video vixen of Kodak's video.
Oh, she was in one of those videos.
They were like dating.
Man.
But like for like a couple months, probably like 3 months or some shit.
Enough to make her the fucking star of his video thing. I guess that's not a big deal, but
that's because
still.
she's popping and like, yeah, of course you get your like popping girlfriend to be in your fucking music video.
Yeah,
But it's kind of crazy because when they were dating, like maybe it was before like Act Up was going crazy, but I never knew they were dating.
It was probably hella on the low, and it was before Act Up.
Hella on the low on his 10 million play music video.
But she could just whatever.
Dating Kodak Black. What's that gonna be like? Like it takes a special kind of woman to do that for any period.
Imagine putting Bugler spliffs,
Bugler
tobacco all
Bean
over.
is just telling me that Bugler's not official.
He said it's for white trash.
Listen, have I ever done anything that made you think that I wasn't okay with being white trash?
I feel that.
You know, I think that's the only thing I'm getting by on, bro. But you know what? The other day, I found out that there's this white dude I know, and that he's like a Muslim.
In the Ku Klux Klan?
No, that would be a whole different thing. But he's like a Muslim, like low-key and stuff. And that just made me feel so different about him because
that's
I feel
fire.
Dude, imagine if I came out saying I'm a Muslim now.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it's a religious belief. It's
yeah, but
like,
just you would get
know,
shitted on.
Would anyone believe it or like what like?
Isn't there like people in Israel, in Jerusalem, like they kind of look. You know,
like me?
Not so much like you, probably a little bit tanner, but like they're white-ish looking Muslims.
There's like whitish looking people of all like races. There's just with lighter skin.
Listen, I just feel like everybody would see through it right away, and they'd be like, "Oh, look at
you're
that!
just
I'm
an
trying to be cool
undercover
with the
Muslim.
black guys. Ha ha, we get it."
Yeah, I mean,
you think?
It would be that. Yeah,
the next
for sure.
what's that holiday? Is it Rosh?
I don't know.
Ramadan.
I'm not Muslim.
You looking at him like he's got to be Muslim?
No, I can just see you posting
Christ.
next Ramadan, like Happy Ramadan, everyone.
Imagine I did that; they'd be so upset.
You guys are crazy.
I just remember like Drago and Bino, like he was like, I'm not Muslim, but I'll tell my Muslim brothers, and he just found like a Google image, like picture of like Happy Ramadan, and he posted it.
Drago? Who? Drago did that?
Is it Drago the one with the dreads?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Jesus
funny.
Christ.
I fuck with that. Hey, we haven't talked about TJX6 on here yet, huh?
We did a little bit last week.
I talk about him every day of my
more.
life.
Yeah, he's got to hurry up and get the interview going because I feel like we could learn a lot.
Oh no,
about
you talked
life
about
from
this
him.
last time too.
Did we?
Yes, because
I
you
thought-
talked about
'cause you
how
said you
you showed
DM'd him and shit.
you like talked about the message he sent you and all that
Bro,
shit.
I'm so fried. I forget everything. I do so many podcasts and I just talk just all
You
day
just
about
talked about
nothing.
this the last time.
Damn. All right, I take it back. Okay. Anyway, Cam Girl, Hard
Shitty
Summer.
Boy.
Talk to me about it.
Let's go.
Shitty Boys.
Okay,
You talked about them last
Shitty
time.
Boys.
I was
Everyone-
watching them.
That's what needs to be at Hard Summer next. Go ahead though.
I know, right? That'd be amazing.
TJX6 could get he's there selling fake wristbands.
You know what we should do?
Scamming the fucking.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him that bar. I was off selling fake wristbands at Coachella.
Hey.
Boom.
No, what would be sick is like sick, bro.
Could be
If
sick, dude.
sick, dude, is if like he performed and then on his like projections just like have like tutorials on how to scam.
Wow.
Or no, he puts the social security number for the CEO of Hard Summer.
On the fucking backdrop. Speaking of backdrops, your backdrop during your set was amazing, which you should talk about now. Go ahead.
Okay, guys, I just played Hard Summer, and honestly, it was like one of the best days of my life.
You want
Thank
to
you
tell
to my.
people what Hard Summer is for people that don't know?
It's a
For
Maybe.
people
EDM
that
festival.
don't know what Hard Summer is, it is a music festival, mostly EDM, but they do have a hip hop stage, which I played at. Soulja Boy headlined my stage. Actually, no, Gunna headlined, but Soulja Boy also played. Kenny Beats. He brought out Rico, Doja Cat.
Oh, that
Zach
was
Fox.
Kenny's set. Okay, I thought
It was
that,
fire.
Yeah, it was Kenny's set.
I thought
He had
it
the
was
best
Doja
set,
Cat
honestly,
and that
besides
he was
you.
just DJing. Okay.
He had the
Yeah.
second best set besides you.
Hey. So yeah, my set was amazing. My set was great. I looked cute, and everything went like perfectly smooth. Shout out to House Phone for being there. Sydney, Lil Thug Baby, and fuck you for not coming. You fucking asshole.
You
I
thought
didn't
he
even
was
know
going
it
to
was on
come?
the table. I was moving.
Also, I didn't invite you because I knew you would like laugh at me. You're like, "What are you gonna play at 11?"
Hard
Fucking
Summer. I did
bitch.
say that.
You're going to play at 11 a.m.?
I played at 2 p.m. 3 hours later
And
than that, all right?
Respectable slot.
And
And
like,
hella
you know,
people came.
I thought like no one was gonna come. Like I
It
was
was a
gonna
decent
be.
crowd. I saw it on Instagram.
I know. I was gonna be happy if like I don't know 20 people came or something, but like
It was
by
fun.
the end of like middle to end of the set, it was like good 150, 200 people,
lit.
and then I did a little thing where I hung out with fans on the side of the stage after, and like we did a whole like hug
And she cried.
Were there a lot of your like hardcore anime fan base? Did they show up?
Yes, my hentai fans showed up.
All the dudes with waifu pillows or whatever.
Yeah, my waifus and
that's how you say
my
waifu.
Showed up.
Whenever I see you retweeting these just random ass kids that have shit about like I love cam girl in their bio, that I just imagine them just being the biggest little weirdos. No offense to all you guys who are probably definitely watching right now.
They're the coolest fans on earth. They support me and they love me.
It was like mad dudes with her like merch on it, like in the crowd. It was fire.
Cam girl, cam gang.
I fuck with all the gay dudes who are like obsessed with Lil House Phone and just like talk about him all the time and shit.
What?
I mean, I'm LGBT friendly for sure. So shout out to all the gay homies, bro. Shout out to everybody.
That'd be would that be tight to you though? Like, would you be down to be a rapper, but if your only gimmick was that you just played all the gay spots?
What? Yeah, so he just headlines Pride Festival and shit?
Damn, that'd be fire. What do you mean?
Like the way that like Night Lavelle is like he could do a show out here, but he could like do like a really big show in Russia, like, and you could like play a show, but then you could headline like Gay Fest 2019.
Wait, but why are you trying to make him take like Lil Nas's thing? Like,
okay, he'll headline.
Let's leave Lil Nas's thing for him.
That's kind of the question. Would you be down to be fake gay for the jig of just being bigger off of that? Because there's a lot of conspiracy theories about Lil Nas. Like, I believe he's gay, but I also believe he's smart enough to fucking act like he's gay even if he wasn't, because he knows
that is a conspiracy theory of the fucking century.
I'm just saying, I need to see him fuck a dude or else I'm not convinced.
What? You want to see like a sex tape? Isn't he like 17 or something?
Make out session, something.
How old is he?
Is he 17? Because that totally changes everything.
I don't know. How old is he?
Not 17.
He looks young.
Let's
early
segue
20s,
from this.
I would say. No.
Wait, so he's 17 or not 17?
I don't know.
I was just joking.
17. Okay, good. Then
if he was 17, everybody would be talking about the fact that he's 17 all the time, because that'd be insane.
I was just gonna say, I'm like, you want to see a 17-year-old gay black kid make out?
Maybe I don't want to see it. I'm saying I don't know. I don't know if I buy it.
Okay.
It's just a little too convenient that he just so happens to be. It was Pride Month.
It wasn't so happened though.
That he's a fucking Nicki Minaj stan Twitter person.
Exactly, and he can.
He was faking it back then.
But then he can always pivot off of being gay into being whatever the fuck else he wants to be. If he wants to say he's a fucking gender fluid in the near future, boom, it don't matter.
But I don't think anything. That's his business.
I don't think anything changed though from when he like said that and when it like I don't think more memes came out or something. Like nothing really changed. The song still stayed #1. He didn't really get like the craziest backlash.
I don't think he got any backlash.
Well, you saying that because you know like hood niggas like
hood dudes.
For a second, I forgot you were black. I was gonna say don't say that N-word.
Bro, what?
Maybe we should institute that policy.
I'm sorry.
That's the only thing he has on us that we can't say that.
I can say nigger with the hard R.
That you do all the time. That you just abuse that for comedic effect.
I just got so stressed out because you're just talking about 17-year-olds making out and like the N-word coming over here. Alleged 17-year-old, aka Lil Nas X, who's over 18.
I know.
Never mind.
Like
Let's
20.
move on, please.
He's like 20. I was just fucking around.
Next topic.
Can we talk about these?
Look at you with them topics.
I mean, I'm freestyling off the dome.
Wait, can I just finish off the hard summer talk though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait.
How fucked up did you guys get? Because we were supposed to have a meeting yesterday that Cam Girl couldn't even go to because he was sick.
Wait, let's get into that.
Okay, first of all, this meeting, no one told me about the meeting. You had the meeting without me.
It's not like it was a big deal. It was just like,
I know what the meeting was about.
No, it wasn't.
Wink, wink.
No, we just had a meeting.
You know what I'm talking about.
But Cam Girl.
Whoa.
I just said, can we do the podcast another day? Because I wasn't feeling well, and I really wasn't.
But were you not feeling well because you took 18 mollies?
I didn't take 18 mollies.
Okay. Well, I'm just checking because a lot of people do drugs at these things.
Okay. No, I actually felt really sick.
Okay, can I?
Girls in the background, you have to be quiet because they're having their own fucking discussion.
Well, but she's talking about how she drove us home because yes, we were fucked up on Molly.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
You're not supposed to tell him.
Her Molly. Okay, wait.
You have to understand
so
that
you guys
we can't
do
tell
Molly
him
and you
things.
say don't tell Adam.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my god,
dude! Why are we telling?
No,
we're
I'm
not
joking.
supposed to tell him things.
I'm joking, dude. But listen. Her Molly was weak.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
I got the black Molly.
I had the OGZ Molly. It was busted.
What, you saved it from back in the day? He served you?
He saved it from 3 years ago.
Imagine you saved some coke from OGZ from back in the day that he sold you because you knew he was going to be a rap star.
And you just sell it on eBay like, this is a coke from OGZ before he was famous.
Imagine if you still had a brick that Jay-Z sold you back in the day, dude. That would be the biggest collector's item.
No, but you would never have a way to prove that.
Yeah, you got a picture of you and Jay-Z shaking hands with the brick.
With the brick.
It's autographed. Like, Sean Carter, just like it's a pair of Reeboks.
or like his hand DNA is just on the brick.
It's like people that sold the air from like Drake's concert or whatever.
No.
That would suck because you couldn't even just have
OGZ
the brick. You would
Molly.
still be committing a crime by having the brick. It's not like the FBI is going to show up and you're going to be like, hey, it's a collector's item.
Yeah, you would go to jail. What if it was a fake brick that TJXX sold you?
Oh God.
That I would keep forever for sure.
It was like a brick of baby powder.
You don't think it would have anything?
By the way, OGZ did not sell me any narcotics. I meant to say just the Shoreline Mafia homies gave me a Molly while OGZ was performing.
Literally just fucking said it.
Snitching. But so Shoreline was there as well.
OGZ came. Oh yeah, OGZ came out for Kenny Beats set.
Oh wow,
Kenny
that's cool.
fucking killed it. Honestly,
he had the second best set besides CAM G1RL.
That's so interesting that he got booked to perform and then he just like brought out a shitload of people. I wonder.
Yeah, but I think
Zach also had the best performance.
I think that you mean Kenny?
Yeah.
I think so. I think like okay, so Kenny used to be Loud Pack, which is like this trap EDM shit with this duo with this other dude. I don't know what happened. Maybe he killed him. And then
he sacrificed him to become
he sacrificed him to become Kenny
Beats. To the
Beats.
raps. He was like he was making hella money. He was telling me doing all that EDM shit, and then he
dude. I mean, same with Getter.
Yeah.
Like you kill it in EDM. But anyway, so then he became Kenny Beats or whatever, and really started like ramping his shit up as a hip hop rap producer, and has all these relationships with these rappers and shit. So I think when he gets booked as Loud Pack, then like they want that trap shit. Like why the fuck?
Has he even been booked as Loud Pack?
Yeah, 100%. He played EDC last year.
Yeah, that was last year.
That was last year. I don't think he does that.
He's been doing rap shit all.
I don't know. He played EDC like recently as Loud Pack. I still think like it's like
why not get that check though?
Exactly, you're gonna do both. Anyways, let me finish.
But I don't think he promotes it and stuff when he
So
does
when
do
you get booked,
shit.
when he gets booked as Loud Pack, he knows that they want that EDM trap, whatever shit, EDM shit.
Yeah.
But then when he gets booked as Kenny Beats, especially at Hard on the Purple stage, which is a hip hop stage, so he knows he has to bring out like special guests.
Yeah.
Because that's what a lot of like artists do. Like Diablo played, and he brought out who the fuck did he bring out?
I don't even know.
He said he brought out someone named Chris. I was like, who? Chris King?
Ill Chris.
No, it was neither the Chris.
Someone that we know. Chris. I was like, all right, I don't know who that is.
All I'm saying though is if I'm OGZ, like, yeah, I like Kenny Beats, but to go all out of my way to go to a fucking music festival.
But they got music together and shit.
No, and then also OGZ played the first day on Saturday, so that means he fucking went back and forth both days.
Really? Or
because you gotta be a supportive
hotel room.
Or that, I guess.
Maybe OGZ just wanted to be at Hard Summer. Like, that's just his vibe.
Bro, they're cool.
He's a raver. I saw him.
Like, them niggas be, like, chilling, bro. Like,
remember when he was, like, had glow sticks and was going like this?
OGZ was?
That nigga he had on, like, a tie-dye bandana.
He had, like, the big raver pants. The Jinko.
Yeah. Phoenix wants to do something. Just for the record, I know this isn't really like something I would normally talk about in here.
Do something.
Oh, he just like he was hitting me up saying he wants to do some video, like a vlog or a green screen thing or whatever.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
so
run that.
That's cool.
Shout out.
He just hit me.
Shout out to the Molly man from the Shoreline.
So yeah, I think I don't know. I have to look at the lineup, but I don't remember seeing OGZ or Shoreline Mafia on the first day.
On the thing, yeah, I didn't see it.
So I wonder, like, I don't know. I know that obviously they replaced someone, but I just wonder, like, if he was billed as like, okay, it's OGZ playing, or if it's Shoreline Mafia playing.
It just said OGZ when I saw it.
Because I'm like, if it was Shoreline Mafia, then why was it?
Let's be real. He can get booked as OGZ and like 85%
of the Shoreline Mafia.
I feel like almost everybody would knows if you know what Shoreline Mafia is, you know who OGZ is, right? Maybe not necessarily the same for every other person in the group. No,
I'm just saying that if he was billed as Shoreline Mafia, I'm like, where's everyone else?
He wasn't.
Just asking.
It just said OGZ.
Them motherfuckers be dolo all the time now. It's weird to almost even ask people about it because
that's hella weird.
You know, I'm sure the Shoreline are all cool and stuff, but you just see them all off doing their own thing much more now.
That's how it be though.
Why not speculate about it on the podcast instead of actually asking somebody who's associated with them?
Yeah.
Because we don't do that. We don't fact check.
We gossip.
But on this topic, the fucking Cuff Mom interview with Shoreline Mafia or whatever at Lyrical Lemonade.
How was that?
Which they happened to stay in the fucking Airbnb above or below us, which is funny.
Hella weird.
But in all of Chicago, right? So random.
But wait, did you watch it? Was there
anything
No,
special
I
about
didn't watch it. My friend did, and
I watched it.
This is also horror. I mean, you could speak on it, but apparently they asked like, oh, why is everyone else not here or something like that, and they were saying like, oh, now Shoreline Mafia is just me, OGZ, and Mac P Dog. Is that what he said or no?
That's not what he said at all.
I don't know. I don't fact check. Sorry.
They said that OGZ said that it was all of them together. He said the same thing, that they just be doing their own shit.
Yeah.
That's all they said. I watched that interview. Like, your friend is retarded. Whoever said that.
Yeah, we shouldn't be listening to third-party synopsis.
Also, I didn't mean to say that R word. Respect to my.
But I'd be saying retard, and people get. Well, actually, nobody ever cares because I think that like me saying retard.
Because you're like from Boston and like white, and you guys are like, oh, you fucking.
It's like you saying
the
N-word.
bad words.
It's like nobody expects me to not say retard, so nobody gives a shit when I do.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, I mean, I try not to say it, to be honest.
I posted
I try really hard, unless you're really retarded.
I posted a screenshot from her actually, and like I was like something about like this retarded ass girl. This girl sent me a long ass message, and I was like, but actually it made sense, and I was like, I feel you, and I'm gonna not say that.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So my friend who's Asian, he posted a meme that said the N-word on it or whatever, right?
So
are you not allowed to like repost a meme because it says that?
if it's a girl and she's white and she's like annoying, then I'm gonna call her out.
What if you're an Asian dude?
I don't know.
I've definitely shared memes with the N-word. Nobody said anything, and I'm about as white as it gets.
Yeah, and we've established you're white trash.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't think anybody. But it depends on what kind of person.
It depends on who it is.
Because okay, let's be real. If Kim Kardashian reposted a meme that had the N-word in it right now, it would definitely be a big deal. Just
she would have to like.
So
she would have to come out and apologize. Like, if she did
and it would be so fucking incredibly lame because it's just like it's a meme. You know that it's like you don't have to be able to say every word in the meme to share the meme, dude.
But it's racist if you read the N word with the ER and you read it in your head. It's racist. Oh God.
It's I read it in my head N-word. I'm trying to yeah, it's hard to like transition.
You think you're at risk to say it?
Huh?
Yeah, because if you think it in your head, you might say it out loud.
You might just slip up and say it.
I'm just gonna censor myself in my head before it even comes out of the world.
Exactly. You ever just have a nightmare that you say it in public? Like, remember? Okay.
No.
What if you hold it in for so long you just have an outburst? And it's like,
remember when PewDiePie said it while he was playing the game and
That
he was
was
on
crazy.
that shit, and he said it like, oh, like
And
he
ER?
just, yeah,
it was like for no reason too.
It was so weird, but you could
reason.
kind of tell that it was the sort of thing where it's like it just blew up out of him, like he was so pissed,
Jeez.
and fucking it just exploded
But why
out of him.
that, though?
And then you could just read his mind that it's just like, oh, so this is gonna be my life for the next couple of days.
Like, why would you like? Why is that your go-to like angry word though?
But I know dudes like that who just that like, especially back when I was on the East Coast, dude. I knew so many dudes who, if they got really mad, if somebody ran their fucking foot over with a car, that's what they would say.
If anybody ran my foot over with a car, I'm calling them whatever derogatory term that is fitting for them.
Imagine there was a clip of some white guy in the hip hop world and he gets his foot run over by a car. It's just that would go so viral.
You?
Not me. Someone else.
Okay, listen. If
That's
someone
the
runs
last thing that would come to mind if I was like in extreme pain.
Listen, if someone ran your foot over with a car, you're allowed to do or say whatever the fuck you want to.
I feel like you would be like, oh, wicked.
Oh, you fucking jabroni.
I'm trying to think about what I would say.
Wicked. I don't know. That's a funny word that I've heard you say that I feel like only like
wicked?
Boston people say. Before I met you, I've never heard anyone say the word wicked.
Really?
This white girl was saying wicked too.
early.
I'm like, what the fuck?
It is such a sign that you're from the East Coast because nobody would ever say it if they weren't from like the New England
It
area.
just reminds me of like radical, bro.
Yeah, or unless you're a surfer, you're like, oh, fucking
But
wicked.
I remember,
Wicked surfs.
I remember being in like 8th grade and fucking some kid came to our school from California and he was shocked and horrified at us saying wicked. And at that time, I hadn't really been around and stuff. And
So
it was
like,
like
what the fuck?
unthinkable to me that he didn't relate to my fucking whack ass slang.
I felt that.
You already kept our phones, huh? I like that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't want it back either because House Phone's gonna start doing
Give me my phone.
making plays over his phone.
Oh, I'm always making plays. I have my phone in my pocket.
Shout out to
actually.
Sarati, by the way.
Shout out to Sarati. Watch that interview, guys. Hey, so next topic.
Hit me.
ASAP Rocky first show since prison release.
Which
Wow.
is
Which
Free the
we're going to
goat.
be there.
Oh.
That's his first show.
Yep.
Whoa.
That's why people are trying to say like that show's going to be like a big deal. Blah, 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 blah.
But it wasn't going to be a big deal before this.
Do you think that Rocky has the kind of fans in Southern California that are so happy that he just got freed that they're going to go that out of the way? To,
You know what?
I guess I could see it. Yeah.
I think like anyone as mainstream, quote unquote, as him, yes.
I feel like his like
He
festival
had such a
perform-
crazy fan that went all the way to the fucking White House and was like throwing shit at it, being like, "Free Rocky."
Right.
That's kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie.
I remember Day and Night. I probably would not be as confident in Rocky's ability to like absolutely destroy a huge show like that, but I saw him play day and night, and I was like, "Holy fuck!"
Also,
people lost their minds
at
for
Camp Flognaw, he did really fucking good too.
Yeah.
It was
He just
really
like
fun.
needs more turn up music.
He's
but
not.
like,
Yeah, he's
No,
not
but
somebody.
it's like his set is good because it can like it'll transition you in from slow, like cool shit. And
I
then
just
it's
know he
turn.
always ends it with Lord Pretty Fucko Jody.
That's what he ends it with.
He always ends
But
with
listen,
that.
if you're like if you're a white
No.
kid who is into the whole like psychedelic type of vibes
Yeah,
and shit,
exactly. That's
Rocky
probably the best
definitely is probably gonna do it.
If you're on
for you.
acid at watching A$AP Rocky perform LSD or some
Oh
shit,
my
it's
god, I
probably
love
lit.
that song.
It's probably lit.
I love the
Do you
video
really?
too.
Why have I always hated that song?
I love
Because
that
you're
song
not
and that
fucking
video.
eccentric enough, dude.
You're
you
not
don't
fucking
understand the
psychedelic
art,
enough, bro.
God
You're
damn.
not wicked enough.
The donos are coming in already. I gotta silence them.
I hate that you guys call them donos. You two,
Donos.
you fucking live
Fucking
streamers.
YouTube,
You don't
fucking
like Dono?
nerds.
Dono, it just sounds like
Yeah.
donut and also sounds.
It just sounds stupid. You fucking
stupid.
YouTubers.
I love donuts. A kid came in
Donuts?
the other day and gave me 12 from fucking Krispy Kreme. I was like, "What? Do you hate
You
I
me?"
mean,
even-
yeah, I like.
I only ate 2, but I'm still. It's like I just ate like fucking 1,400 calories because you
I
fucking
do
asshole.
love
God damn it.
Krispy Kreme. I love when they have the little light on.
Damn,
you can
those-
watch them fucking make the
2 is
donuts.
1,200 calories. Jesus Christ.
I would guess a donut's probably at least 500 calories.
Man.
Especially those donuts with all that fucking
I
sugar on
didn't
it.
even like give a fuck about counting calories.
Do we even want to talk about this festival or no?
Yeah,
About
Real Street
Cohesion.
Festival next weekend is
No,
going
this
down.
upcoming
This
week. This
weekend.
upcoming weekend. We will all be there, the 3 of us.
What's up, Beegs? You see how fat that is, huh?
you see this fucking
You
kush,
saw this wicked kush.
I think I overpacked it.
bugler cone.
Listen,
Okay, Real 92 Fest.
respect Cone Gang.
Real 92 Fest this weekend.
Coneheads.
We will be there, all 3 of us.
Yeah, me and you talked earlier. I'm still confused about what kind of content you want me and him to get. But me and him are gonna have our own separate meeting.
Yeah,
we'll
we
come
got
back
this.
To you.
We got this.
I agree. I mean, listen, this is my name of the game when we go to festivals. Try to get the camera. Try to get the camera on famous people, you know, that
That's
our
easy.
audience is going to give a shit about. Try to talk to famous people, do a little bit
Easy.
of an interview if you can. Try to get a longer interview if you can. And in the place of that, you know, I think it's worth it to like just talk to random people backstage, go and film stuff. If you see, just walk around the festival, honestly. And this is the part that you guys are very lucky because you're not as famous as I.
We're so lucky.
Oh, man, wow.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
No, but I
What an
can't.
honor.
I can't just walk around and just fuck with the
That's
fans
facts.
because they're just gonna
It makes
ask for
sense.
fucking selfies the whole time. And I really wish I could because it's fun to just talk to all these people because they're all fucking zooted out of their minds and
It's
shit.
amazing, actually.
That's the gold mine of content. Just go out and just look for the weirdest
That's
person
the
you can
goal.
and talk to them on camera.
That's the goal place in life is that you want to be able to not be like Justin Bieber, where you walk out and you can't do
You
anything.
can't even do anything.
But
That's where you're at. You're like just between Justin Bieber and nobody. The perfect midpoint. I agree.
no, I'm saying like you don't,
so fucked
you don't, you don't want to be, you don't want to be this guy and have to worry about getting ran up on and
I
getting
know,
knocked
literally.
out. Somebody might knock him out in public. Nobody's gonna try to knock
But it's
me
weird
out.
to think about because I'm so far from being like even as famous as
That's
like
facts.
a regular rapper is, like Lil Yachty. Like Lil Yachty walking up and down the street is a fucking murder scene. It's like not
Murder scene.
Nobody's gonna kill him, but it's just gonna be completely out of control. He can't do it without
Yeah.
security. I can kind of do it, but it's
Yeah.
like, you know, it's a little weird. But when we go to London and I walk around, it's chill.
Yeah.
People ask me for photos, but it's not crazy.
Yeah.
Lil Yachty in London, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, I think it's just, me and you have talked about this before, but it also depends on setting. It's like, okay, you go to Pride Fest, like, you're not going to get, like, trampled
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
But, like, you go to
Actually, you might. You might be
the
like,
observatory for a Uzi show, probably.
But that's the
you
difference
know?
with fucking Lil Yachty or fucking Uzi or Rocky or whoever is that they can't go anywhere without getting a whole shitload of attention. You know?
Yeah.
They're
Anywhere. They was just walking around in Sweden and like.
Yeah, but he had a big ass security guard with him and it didn't even matter. He
One.
had multiple, only one.
Oh, wait.
seemed like that was-
Speaking
Even that
of
seems
big ass
minimal
security
for how
guards,
famous he is.
Young Thug was there at Hard. And
How was
I
that?
wanted a picture with him so bad, me rolling my
Seemed pretty
tits
nice
off.
though. He seemed
Were
like he was
you?
chilling.
And I was like, and like, it sucked because the light was facing this way and he was facing this way. So all I could see is a big shadowy figure of Young Thug's fucking presence.
Presence like a
In
ghost.
real life, he is so tall and so
cool.
skinny. It's so
He's very
crazy.
skinny.
It's like you can't really understand it until you see it in real life because he is a
I couldn't see
lanky,
anything.
long human being.
I just saw a big shadow of a guy with a fucking
He's
a
big-
hood and
big
Gunna
slime.
standing next to him, and I just wanted to go up to him and ask him for a picture so bad. And then as soon as I can get like remotely close, the fucking big ass crew, no pictures.
Nah,
They wasn't tripping when they were walking back to the thing though.
Ugh. And then they got closer to the stage, and I followed them with Sydney again closer to them, because she really wanted a picture, and me just rolling my tits off, being dumb. Ooh, I was like, good Thug.
What did you say?
What do you call him? Like, first of all, I don't know his real name.
You should have just said Slat a bunch of times.
Should have. Slime. Big Slime.
Big Slime. Donnie was there too. Donnie saved my life.
Donnie, you went to Hard Summer?
Dude.
Donnie's a raver.
Donnie, you got a family. What the fuck are you doing there, bro?
Donnie's a raver.
Oh, you went with Juice WRLD. Okay, that makes sense.
I was rolling my nutsack off, and I needed some weed, and this nigga gave me some weed.
Donnie is in his 30s and has a family, and if I found out that he went to Hard Summer just to hang out, I would have been like, Donnie, come on, man. What are you doing? Okay. Good.
First of all, yeah, he was barely there.
Yeah.
Second of all, what if he was there just to hang out?
He was literally just backstage chilling. Like,
you gotta stop having fun because you're 30, my nigga.
It's like he was doing what he was doing right here, but over there.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what it is too?
It's not like he was out in the crowd like making out with fucking.
He wasn't like off the molly. Like
I feel like my mind state on festivals is fucked up, because it's like once you get paid to go to one festival or whatever, or once you go to a festival and only do interviews, then it's kind of hard to think of it as just like a place to chill.
Or once you go as like Cam Girl's entourage, you don't have to pay for anything. Then nigga, it's lit. They gave us free food, the parking like inside the venue, like right next to the fucking racetrack.
That's what you get when you're an artist.
Exactly.
I went all the way to Dallas for a fest. I couldn't even get a fucking lanyard. The cops are kicking me out like everywhere I went, dude. Did you
get paid like 10 grand to go do that though?
I'm not gonna say how I got paid.
And then he also got kicked out at the end.
Yeah, that's how the vlog ends. Is like cops fucking kicking us out of Juice WRLD's backstage because of the fact that the dude just didn't even give me a fucking pass.
If I got paid, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Let's be real. You weren't even invited there. You're just lying about the money.
I should have just left. I should have been like, well, listen, you didn't give me a pass. I got to leave. Bye. Sorry.
Exactly.
I came here, but I'm going back to my hotel room.
And just hung out with the money in my bank account and just been chilling.
Just look at my Jason
I hate this weed. Anyways, it smells so bad. I can't even
It's
breathe.
from Dallas. That's why. I still have the fucking ounce that I got in Dallas.
This nigga smoked the Dallas pack with me.
Also, you brought it back?
That's crazy.
You can do that?
You can do whatever you want if you put your mind to it.
You can put meth in your asshole.
Yo, you know what I think is...
Meth in your asshole. That's
I'm taking it to the plane. I think on the plane.
Let's talk about this. Joe Budden, number 3 rapper of all time.
Joe Budden.
Wait, he was number 3 on that list?
That list. That's the whole reason why I went viral.
He made that list then.
Because it's like Jay-Z, Nas, Joe Budden. Which I fuck with Joe Budden. I think he's a great rapper, but you're fucking tripping if you put him in the top 50.
It was probably a Joe Budden podcast listener.
If you're a huge Joe Budden stan, cool. Because like if I made my list, realistically, I'm not going to make a list because fuck that. But realistically, it's like Cameron is going to be higher on my list. 50 Cent is going to be higher on my list than most people's lists because those are just artists that I was consumed with that I like more than the
Who said it was ranked though by number?
It was some fucking random ass podcast. Their Twitter account had 400 followers, and that's why I tweeted about this. Why does
anybody care then?
Exactly. It's just one dude with a goofy opinion, but it sparked this huge conversation for all.
But they're like talking about it on Everyday Struggle and shit. I'm like, I thought this was like some like media.
Hopefully their podcast got bigger.
It's so easy to troll the game, you know? Like it just takes one random person having a weird opinion.
But listen, who said that it was ranked by number? What if that was just the order he was thinking of rappers in?
Nah, it seemed like it was in order. I mean, when it's like Jay-Z, Nas, it's kind of like, or like
they
Tupac, Nas, whatever the top 2 were. Yeah, but
they had Lil Wayne at like 38 or something.
I'm not making a list like that because
I hate lists.
There's just no room for you to have a dissonant opinion. Like if you actually like, okay, let's say that you're a fucking 18-year-old kid and you make that list and you put like X on it.
Oh yeah,
Twitter all over again.
Man. Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's going down, bro. Like if you just have any opinion that goes against the grain, it's just And who the fuck finds this interesting to make a list of the top rappers?
I really don't like the top thing.
Yeah, because
like
it's relative. If you want to go by numbers or something, that's different.
Yeah,
but like
because that's just facts.
It's like it could be relative. This is relative to your opinion. It doesn't matter.
I just don't want to be that kind of rap fan who just sits around and has these fucking inane conversations just because that's what everybody else in the rap media world is doing. I just find it so annoying and just.
What do you mean by inane conversations? You mean by like making lists and shit?
Just pointless bullshit like this. Like it just doesn't matter.
And it all circles around. They all just report the same shit. They just all regurgitate the same shit.
Wait, are you talking about our podcast?
I mean, yes, us too, but in a different way though. We have a different like opinion for certain shit. So
I just don't see the point in just having this conversation that's supposed to span all of hip hop. It's just fucking kind of goofy to me.
And then everybody's like, "Oh, this is my list. This is fucking my
because
top."
Then Ebro saw it, and Ebro was like, "Oh, I can go viral too." So he made his list, and he wrote it by hand. And he was
50 people.
He has like the kind of handwriting that no person could ever have now. That just looks like he got a lot of practice writing things down.
I haven't wrote something
when
I was
a kid. Dude,
actually,
I feel so weird
I write shit on paper now. Like I write like my
your raps.
No, like my goals and shit, and like a little like
I write my to-do list.
Nah, not a poem, but like
I'll write
to-do list.
Whenever I have to write anything, I write it all caps.
So you look at it.
It looks like I'm tagging my name, and I write it all big and shit because I never write anything now.
So you write it like that? Your shirt?
I mean, I didn't make this shirt, but yeah, I write it just like that.
Free Draco.
That's my font. Free Draco.
When is he getting out? Is there like a date?
We don't know, but he beat most of his serious charges, but they might retry him for something.
But
they're trying to hit him with a gun. Like they definitely got him with a gun, so they're still trying to press that issue.
Get off that though. Oh no, it's not like the fact like niggas be trying to act like the fact that the baby didn't go to jail for like shooting a guy in Walmart or whatever. Like
I mean.
That's a carried state. So
he was
like
down south, that was a legal gun to have. Draco or whatever gun I believe they caught him with, obviously wasn't licensed, and he's a felon in the first place.
Exactly. So that's like completely different. But like I don't know.
I had a kid in front of the shop debated my love handle so bad.
He what? He
debated me.
Oh, he like
wrapped it around my love handle so hard.
Why do you not supposed to do that to anybody? Not to like a dude, not to a girl. You don't know.
Did he keep getting lower and lower?
He grabbed my ass. No, I've taken photos with girls who have kind of like felt up on me. It was fucking weird. I felt objectified.
It's probably because you're just so tall. They might have done it on accident.
And I've had super hot chicks ask to take photos of me too, where I thought about I thought about the fact that like if this was not 2019.
Hands where you see them.
Yeah, for real. I was like,
you just have to do
wait, who does that?
Who
does that?
It was Keanu Reeves.
Oh my god, that was the funniest shit ever. That's fire as fuck.
I just don't understand that because it's like the difference between touching the shoulder and not touching the shoulder is like, who gives a fuck? That's never gonna turn into anything, dude.
Man, you never know,
people
bro. You
like
really
to turn shit
and like people just have different experiences. So like it may not have been like weird to you, but it might be weird to somebody else or something.
Yeah, I
so
mean,
it's like I don't know.
It's always weird when people ask to take photos that is just gonna look weird. Like if you're in a weird scenario, like you could take a picture with anyone just out on the street and it doesn't look weird. But if you take a picture with someone and you happen to be in a room at a party that just looks like you were just in a room with them, then all of a sudden that photo looks weird as fuck. There's a photo of Lena in the studio sitting next to Smoke Perp. People always send me this. Like,
is that when they're dating?
No, she was just hanging. I'm the one who took the photo.
I'm joking.
But people fucking hit me up nonstop. Like, look at your girl, Smoke Perp. I'm
like, bro, I was right there.
Speaking of Smoke Perp.
But the photo does look weird because it looks like she's just in the studio with him.
Smoke Perp versus 6ix9ine Baby Mama and 6ix9ine.
As soon as I started seeing videos about this, I immediately felt too fucking old to be thinking about this.
Did you listen to her diss song?
I listened to a clip of it on Akademiks.
She's burning bridges by saying that she's better than Nicki. She could have had a Nicki cosign maybe one day.
Why? On her rapping?
I mean, just her as just a girl from New York. Maybe one day Nicki would kind of fuck with her, but she's out here saying she raps better than Nicki. Nicki's never going to fuck with you now.
But maybe, I don't know, maybe they have some internal shit just because, like, Nicki did a song with 6ix9ine.
Oh, right. Maybe she
she, like, has some shit with beef with that. I don't know. Who knows?
Juicy tea. I didn't even think about that.
You think 6ix9ine could have smashed Nicki? You think it's a possibility?
Dude, who said that they did?
She might have just wanted to.
Akademiks said that, right?
Chill out.
Or someone said that.
I got her fucked up.
I've never heard that as a
someone
serious
said
rumor.
that as a rumor.
I'm about to turn into a Nicki Minaj stan account right now. Y'all got her fucked up, bro. You think she fucked 6ix9ine?
I'm kind of looking.
She definitely rode the wave to like, just real quick, just like let me just ride this wave real quick.
Definitely, she used him.
She did the Soulja Boy like let me soak up this energy real quick.
I think it was worth it for her, but she also like kind of pissed off her core base with that shit really too, for sure.
But I mean, after that, she fucking dated a guy that like.
She's still with him. She's about to marry him.
Also, though, wait, she had a really good, like...
I'm low-key obsessed with that dude just because I'm so interested in the fact that he
caught
a body and, like, raped somebody at knife point or some shit. I'm just like, how is this possible?
I heard about catching the body.
I just want to know what their conversations about that topic are so bad. And obviously, I'm never gonna know.
He's probably like, baby, like that was that day. That's fake news.
Nah, but
she some shit. I don't know.
She kind of, she kind of said some shit like that. Like she was like,
no, she said it was like it was a long time ago, but it's like it was a long time ago. But raping someone and killing someone are still pretty big deals, even if it was a long time ago.
No, but she was saying that she's known him for like since she was like 15.
Because he dated her when they were like 16.
She's like, this is real love.
Makes me sad. I liked her and Safari. What? Such a fucking It's a very supportive relationship.
Whenever you see Safari doing something bootleg on the timeline, it's just thinking about like, this dude locked Nicki down for 12 years. This guy.
He has a big ass dick. Have you seen it?
I guarantee you it had to have been big.
It's huge. There's like a lot of videos and pictures of it.
There's not that many other plausible.
Ladies, have you guys seen it? Do you think
both of the girls here are freaking out about it? Wow.
See?
And my girl mentioned it one time too.
See, they would fuck him.
All right.
The clip of him walking around and he's got the dude with the machine gun next to him.
Oh yeah,
he's a viral genius.
Yeah, he's actually lit.
I've actually never. I've only seen the video. His penis.
He's just walking around like fucking just this.
But he was in like
fucking
Africa or like somewhere with like 2 security guards with huge like ARs. But he had like not that much jewelry on. I was just like, why is he?
He had one tiny ass little chain.
He had chains smaller than mine, and I was like,
I think that Safari is a viral genius because he does shit like that and he knows exactly what it's about to do to the internet.
Or maybe he was just protecting himself because he was in fucking Africa, nigga. What are you talking about?
Bro, I've been to Africa. Ain't nobody fucking with you for no reason.
First of all, like,
you've been to Africa?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, but
let's not brush over that.
Yeah,
what?
To be fair, it was on a BMX trip to Cape Town. It's not exactly
Cape Town, South Africa, which is like half white, right?
Also, I don't know that. Was that filmed in? Oh, so it's half white, so no white people can't do anything bad.
No, but it's
racist.
Like he was in like poverty-stricken Africa, like in the hood somewhere.
So leave your chain in the hotel room, bro.
But he had the smallest chain though. Like
when you were in Africa, did you tweet out Africa as a vibe?
No, this was many years before that.
Tell the truth.
No.
Whatever.
But
why did people get mad at that? It's just a vibe, bro.
Think about saying Ghana is a whole vibe.
Ghana is a whole
Jules really
vibe.
said that.
Cape Town is a vibe.
She asked me earlier, how's the vibe? I'm like, okay, yes, Jules. What the fuck?
Cape Town is definitely a vibe.
YesJulz saying that was so good, bro. Damn. That was incredible. A great moment in hip hop history.
She tried me on this interview in South by Southwest, bro.
What'd she say?
What do you mean?
She's asked me some like weird ass shit. I'm like, what?
What?
Like, how do you okay? She got questions from this dude Mars, who like
you remember that guy that interview
us?
Yeah.
But it was like shit that I know she didn't know about me that like she had to have like gotten.
She was like,
him.
Explain this lyric. She
or
think
like,
I'm famous, so she's sucking on my anus.
Exactly.
That's
What's wrong with that? That is a good question.
Nah, she was asking me about like hood shit. Like, oh, so like I heard blah blah, and I was like, what? Like,
what about Adam?
Nah, like about like just it don't matter.
Hood shit, Adam.
Yeah, exactly.
Only hood connect.
She was just asking me about random shit. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like these niggas printed out like some questions or something and gave it to her. It was weird. I don't know. Shout out to them though, I guess. Yeah.
Did that interview ever come out? I want to hear it.
It was like on a live stream shit, and I think they put it back out. But
we need to pray for more YesJulz Joe Budden beef because that was some of the most entertaining stuff that happens on the internet.
I watched the whole like interview that she did after that, and these niggas was just like fucking just like they just wanted to fuck her, so they're just like, oh my god, you're so right.
No, that was what the one with Murder Mook and everybody.
That's Murder Mook.
That's what caused
wait.
the rift between her and Joe Budden.
Yes.
And everybody's getting on his ass because he's all like co-signing her, saying like you from the hood, blah blah blah. You
wasn't he being like you could say the N-word?
Yes, and people got so mad at him for it.
I mean, like, I don't think that she's as bad as people paint her out to be, but he was definitely kissing her ass just for no reason.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
She called out Karen Civil and shit. That's what started that whole fucking world war on the timeline that day.
I really like Karen Civil.
I be trying to look at everything too objectively, like from everyone's perspective, and like I don't know. I see it from her side. I see it from the other person's side. Like
I just think her keep on bringing up like him returning the fucking Kith pants or something.
That was kind of funny though.
It's funny, but it's like I mean I don't know. It's just funny hearing Joe Budden talk about it.
Because low key,
I'm to imagine Joe Budden returning pants in general. Like why are you returning pants? You have like $1 million.
Because if you pay $800 for some fucking Kith sweats,
it's probably a very different time in his life.
No, nigga, that's recently.
The funny thing is,
I would have took back some $800 sweats too. I don't give a fuck. But I'm me though.
Wait,
I'm not
you
Joe
know
Budden,
the story, right?
It's Jules just should not have picked that fight.
And then keep bringing it up. You can't keep bringing it up too.
If you're YesJulz, you don't want to be beefing with Karen Civil right now.
Or
I thought you meant
or Scotty. This is not a fight. It's not a fight you're gonna win.
Scotty,
so you should have just left it alone.
Scotty
Beam.
Who's that?
You know from State of the Culture. You are out of the culture.
Yeah, I'm in white culture.
I thought you were supposed to be the culture.
I'm tapped into white culture though.
He's downtown LA cokehead culture.
Not anymore.
First of all,
you're white nationalist rally culture.
Hey, does that even exist anymore? Like when I talk about like where No Jumper comes from, I'm like, I'm like, dude, it was like the very like downtown LA like warehouse. Like
people have no idea about
scene.
Any of that shit, bro.
Nobody knows shit. But do you feel like that even exists anymore? Because I kind of
not really. No.
Rare House does.
All those venues are gone.
Yeah, but there's like nicer ones now that's like still in the
1720.
That one's nice.
It is a nice one.
It's in the trenches still though. You'll still get your car broken into.
True.
But the actual venue
the venue's
inside,
like real venue.
It's nice and it closes at 2 a.m. and not like 5 a.m.
Right.
So like they have like a real liquor license.
The warehouse shit is kind of.
When you think about the height of the Ham on Everything era, it was really in
crazy.
part it was because of the venues, and those venues just aren't like I've seen Adam say that in recent memory that he just doesn't have venues that he fucks with anymore. So it kind of and a lot of those artists are just getting hella money to go and just do real shows now. So it's kind of harder to get.
And think about it. Think about it. They got all these people when they were so early on. Like that was like 21 Savage's first LA show. That was actually Rare House. I'm not gonna play them. That was a Rare House show. That was 21. That was 21 Savage's first LA show. Cardi's first LA show was at fucking Hoodchella by that nigga Bearcap. And like like just now shit's popping off so fast. It's like you don't really get a moment to like go see somebody like that before they get super huge.
Yeah.
Smoke Perp's first LA show was at Ham on Everything.
I remember that. I remember Adam was telling me, he was like, yeah, there's this kid Smoke Perp that everyone keeps tagging me in and telling me to book him, and he fucking I don't know if I should say this, but he like did it for free in a flight.
Nah, I mean shit. I probably would have did that too, honestly.
Right? Just starting out.
I mean, but it's different.
And it was
now.
lit too, yeah.
Because if you're like Smoke Perp now, it's like you're a fucking viral sensation. Like think about like Blueface, like when he came out. It's like
I did that show
went
with him.
From nothing to huge so fucking
That's
fast.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I did that show with him in December 2018.
Okay.
And we like vlogged it and shit. It was that was like
the Blueface show.
Yeah,
yeah, but even that
was
already
random.
weird because he had like been booked like months in advance, so it was already like, whoa, Blueface is playing this little warehouse.
And he's probably paid it for like a couple grand.
Didn't it get shut down after like the first song?
It got like it was a fight broke out, and niggas thought that it was a shot. Somebody pulled out a gun, but everybody almost trampled over each other because it's in the Susses. It's in the Susses warehouse that has like the back exit is fucking like padlocked, and then there's only one gate and like one door to go out of.
Jeez,
so when everybody started running out, everybody like got trapped in the door.
Those venues are always fucking ticking time bombs because something like that happening is always a possibility, and as soon as it happens,
dude, there was one on that one on Broadway in Manchester. It was like the fucking roof was literally falling like apart.
Oh my god!
Because it was like multiple levels.
Have you seen that fucking video of like kids dancing to Finado on the fucking floor? What if that happened on one of the?
I'm really surprised none of that happened though.
And let's be real,
I just remember all the jumping.
There's so many hazards of putting on a show like that in a warehouse. Like
with that many people,
you don't have insurance. They could fucking sue you.
And let's be,
if anybody dies.
I'm not trying to snitch or anything, but let's just say the door guys aren't exactly doing the best job at keeping out people who are not supposed to be there.
Bro. I used to literally, I wasn't even cool with the niggas from Ham. I used to just know the security, and they would get me in, let me bring in people. I would like charge people like, yo, you got 5 of your homies? All right, give me $80 all together, and just bring them all in with the security guard.
There you go.
Exactly. So
welcome to the jungle.
Welcome to the Jug Finesse gang.
Wait, back to my original topic. What is the beef with 6ix9ine and 6ix9ine's baby mom and Smoke Perp?
I think Smoke Perp.
Did she say like, "Oh, you want me" or some shit?
He said that he wanted to fuck her. I'm paying attention enough to know this. He said that he wanted to fuck her on Instagram Live or some shit, and then she basically like said that she would not fuck him, and then he was just like, "Bitch, you look like a horse, rah rah rah." And
that's so stupid.
And now she's trying to be a rapper, so now she's making a song about where she disses him and says that
Nicki
she's better
Minaj
than Nicki.
and 6ix9ine.
That's the worst comeback when a girl doesn't want you. You're ugly anyway, bitch.
But the whole thing was just like weird because he was just like saying that shit just to get a rise out of people anyway from the beginning. Like, oh yeah, I'm trying to fuck 6ix9ine baby mama.
Yeah, it's like everybody knows what that is.
Yeah,
it's like you're just trying to like.
I saw he was trying to do like, oh, I had 2 girlfriends first. I'm gonna add a 3rd.
Yeah,
I feel like I don't know. I feel like Akademiks just started posting him a lot out of nowhere again, like just randomly.
I mean, Akademiks said on the podcast with me that he takes money from labels to like promote artists.
Yeah.
You know what they said in his comments earlier?
I was just waiting for you to say that.
He said it.
Look, in his comments earlier, he posted like that dude I Don't Know's video, and it was like I Don't Know's new video. How's this sounding? And everybody in the comments was like, bro, he paid you for this. He was like, if he adds him in the.
I was gonna say he never adds. He always hashtags.
Yeah, he said if he adds them in the thing, then they pay for it. And I'm like, bro.
I mean, I can't blame him because if a label came to me and wanted us to post like X amount of stuff from an artist and they wanted to pay for it, if it was an artist that we actually wanted to cover and they just wanted like more coverage, it's like, all right, fuck, sure.
You think I Don't Know needs to be doing like his people are probably doing that, or whatever. But like, I don't think he even needs to do that.
I think labels get behind artists. The problem is that it's just not worth it to do it unless they're paying like a lot.
But like, look, it's not worth it for you to have that like smudge of like
exactly.
Like I'm talking about like the art. I'm talking about for the artist too though, because it's like he's so out of that realm of like someone that Akademiks would even be covering.
It's like
I think he wants to be part of that world really bad though. He keeps
but then he shits on young bands and shit so hard.
That beef is going on.
Oh, you talking about I Don't Know?
Wait, who are we talking about?
I was talking about Akademiks, and I was talking about both of them, but like.
But anyways, yeah, let's talk about young bands and
Oh
Akademiks.
my God.
How many units or whatever did young bands actually sell?
Akademiks was saying today that it was less than 5,000, but then young bands came with like a link to some random ass account with 700 followers that basically said that he like sold a little over 10,000.
But it said it how? It was in like, it was a screenshot of something?
It was just a list of stats that I don't know about how accurate they are, but he was basically just trying to say that he actually sold over 10,000. So
the stats thing is confusing to me because, okay, he dropped on like a random Tuesday. So when obviously the normal drop day is Thursday night, Friday or whatever.
Right.
When they do 1 week, is it 1 week from that Friday?
That was part of their argument. And Akademiks was trying to say that it actually was a full week that he got, or even more than a full week that he was being judged on.
So he got like the all the way up to Friday and then
I think
Friday.
But I mean, either way, it's just, to me, it's like, I feel like Akademiks can't really look good in this situation to be just like constantly like freaking out and tearing down an artist. Like, I've been in this position many times. I just don't think that it's really like good for him.
Yeah.
Especially over like nothing, like over some random ass like beef.
Over
that, like,
him
wasn't
just
even...
calling him out. Like,
I saw a lot of people calling out Akademiks for continuing to talk about it today. I just feel like at a certain point it just becomes kind of unseemly for the public to be watching you like, go in on all this.
Like, the best response was Lil Tracy's, "Why are you being so mean?" Because honestly, why are you being so mean?
I didn't even see that, but actually, yeah. But nah, he was trying to, bro. Like, honestly, I can say that I stopped fucking with him more once he was trying to do that to Tracy too. He tried to do that to Tracy too.
I was gonna say an H3 versus Tracy.
That happened.
I didn't see that.
That happened all on the timeline this week.
Yeah, I saw that.
H3.
The podcaster, YouTuber guy.
The last person on earth I ever thought that Tracy would be.
He does a podcast and he was talking about. He was talking about, for the people that don't know.
Oh, sorry.
He was talking about did Lil Nas X steal this guy's song, and then he brought up Lil Tracy's Like a Farmer and with Uzi as an example, and then he brought all the shit up. And
but did he talk shit about Tracy? I didn't know that.
And then he ended up saying, no, he did not. Lil Nas did not copy this guy or some shit like that. And I'm sure like Tracy somehow saw it, or his fan sent it to him. And then Tracy,
is pretty fucking funny when you think about it, because at first when Old Town Road came out, it seemed like such an obvious bite of the Tracy song. But as time goes by, it's just like it becomes so fucking ridiculous.
It just broke the record of the longest #1 song.
At this point, it's just like comedic, just like hilarious, because at this point, who the fuck could possibly want to go out of their way to listen to that song? Absolutely nobody that we've fucking hang out with. It's just like,
are we talking about Old Town Road?
Yeah.
People were trying to get me to play that hard. I was like, dude, I cannot play that fucking song.
It's just been so
I did hear people play it a few times though. I heard it from the distance.
I mean, he's gonna hit like fucking 20 weeks straight as #1. It's like
Is it
unreal.
still #1?
I believe so.
Yeah, he's like, I think the record was like 16,
What's
and
gonna
he's
beat
at
him,
like 17 now.
Drake needs to drop some fucking fire.
I thought that Drake and Chris Brown song would have like fucking.
I like that song. I like the
would have
video
went
too.
crazy.
That couldn't do it.
Why?
Man,
Why
I'm
not?
such a piece of shit. I still haven't watched that video.
It's good.
Honestly, the
I
song
like it.
is fucking amazing, so I don't even care about the video.
I just love fucking Drake singing. Speaking of Drake singing, did you guys listen to Care Package?
No, I did not.
I heard
Fuck
all the
both of
songs
you.
a long time ago. I don't.
I'm sure I've heard all the songs. It didn't really stand out to me.
I mean,
as
they
something.
did re-release, but still, it's nice
Like
to
they
hear it in a package.
They upped the quality or something.
Package deal.
No, it's just stuff that didn't make it onto streaming services for whatever reason over the years.
No,
I thought
he
they
dropped it on like
remastered it too, though.
SoundCloud and shit.
This is stuff that was on SoundCloud before.
I believe, and I swear some of the stuff, like The Motion was like featuring this guy Sampha, and I'm sure that was on an album.
Yeah, that's like a remix of something
Right?
though. So that's like
There's a couple of new songs and shit, like the fucking song with Ross and shit, but that was just to make it like a special thing, right? The single with Ross is like the
No,
new
it
one.
wasn't.
What, that was the 3 thing after Toronto won.
separate. Yeah.
No,
yeah. That was the.
What is it? Great
I don't know.
money on my grave or some shit.
I don't get excited for anybody's old shit. Like when you were asking if we want to talk about the Nas, the Lost Tapes too. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I remember when the
brought it
Lost
up.
Tapes came out and nobody really cared. It wasn't
was
that
that?
big a deal.
When did the first one drop?
Probably 2002 or
So
something.
so they were
no.
lost, but now they were found.
They were never actually lost.
I
Or,
mean,
like, what
it's just
what's
his B-sides. It's just stuff that he chose not to put out, which I get it. Like it's Nas during his like golden era, so it is cool to hear stuff
Yeah.
from that time period, blah blah blah. But at the same time, like we all know how it works. Artists put out the good stuff. There's like you're not gonna find any fucking gems 20 years later.
But that's how it's like. What's the shit called? Like pest. How do you say it? Posthumous releases after someone dies.
I always
Posthumous.
I
So look.
say it posthumous.
Because you read it and it's
Yep.
easy to read it in like a totally ridiculous way, but then that's how you say
But look,
it.
but that's how I feel about shit like that. It's like, okay, those are all songs that are like, either that was like pieces of an idea, like wasn't completed, like it wasn't out for a reason yet. So they just like take little shit and like try to just scrap it together. You feel me? And like when these artists die, like the record labels or whoever, like they just like piece it together and just make some
like with X's like verses and shit. That were probably like just demos.
Look, that's what they were trying to go in on young bands too, saying like, "Oh, he didn't fucking. That wasn't even a real feature. You hyped it up like it was a real feature."
I mean, that's true.
No, but it was him. Like it was him singing on the hook though. Yeah, it wasn't really like. I mean,
bands said that that's all X intended to do because that's actually kind of the cool thing. Yeah. Where he had the recording of the conversation where he said that he was about to.
If he didn't do that though, they would have tried to grill him, bro. If he didn't have that,
yeah.
What if he didn't have that?
I thought he handled that well. I like that interview.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Did you ask him about Akademiks? Anything?
Yeah.
What did he say?
You need to watch it.
Talked about the whole thing. Whatever.
He didn't say like, "Oh, I think this nigga's a hater." Or no. Oh,
I mean, yeah, he talked all kinds of shit about
his album wasn't out yet, too. Also, so
yeah. Well, it had just come out at that point.
He was just saying like, oh, I can't believe this like black man is trying to put down another young black man.
I'm glad he said that
because that's the thing that Akademiks isn't going to be able to escape. Is at the end of the day, yeah, you're a dude who's like a popular YouTuber and people fuck with you and you already have a career and you're basically just
trying to
you're hating on somebody who has like the bare skeleton of a career. Like Young Bands, as much as we all know him, he's basically, he's still starting his attempt at being like an actual artist that has albums out and shit. And for Akademiks to be like talking shit about him just doesn't look good. And I think that he should
just like, it's not even that he's talking about him. He's like really just trying to shit on him and demean his whole like thing. Like, bro, like he got a movement going at least. Like you got this nigga fucked up. Like he just ain't doing shit. Like there's really some rappers out here that ain't doing shit.
People want different things from media personalities than they want from artists. Like it's one thing if you're an artist. If you were like another rapper going in on Young Bands saying you didn't sell shit, it is what it is. But I find that people don't really want that from their hip hop commentators.
And you're like really gathering the data and like compiling like he didn't sell this much. Like you are fucking dweeb, bro. Like for real. That's just lame, bro. For real.
I feel it.
Anyway. I like how like Young Bands is handling the situation because I think I saw his tweets being like, I'm just happy I have millions of streams because who gives a fuck? Like, I mean,
literally, bro.
As long as there's people listening,
bro, literally,
like he's thankful.
Like that whole "you're not on the chart" shit is like saying like, oh, you don't have a song on the radio, or like that's like saying blah blah. Like nigga, like.
But that was Akademiks' exact argument when he was getting into it with the girl that he's still dating about when they were arguing about Lil Tracy. Is he was saying like, show me a Billboard hit, like show me something on the charts, and like her defense of Tracy was like, he's creative, like he's a fucking dope artist type thing. And I was like, that's right. Like,
did they not create a whole genre of like music?
And at the end of the day, it's like Tracy is a fucking dope artist regardless of his success or whatever, and
success is like relative though. He could still go sell out a show with more people than like these niggas he be promoting.
But it's just weird for Akademiks to be in the position where he's like shitting on someone based solely on the chart success when we all know that doesn't 100%. There's a million rappers like somebody like Key who it does not sell shit, but everybody knows Key is dope as fuck if you actually know what's up, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but like, doesn't Akademiks only care about people that are quote unquote charting and shit? Because even the people he covers,
he's pretty upfront about
even
that.
the people he covers is like like he says.
So then why are you even dipping into?
He only covers people that like, if I need to know about you or some shit like that, when you get to that point, he's not
exactly trying to be a tastemaker in terms of getting on artists.
Really so then why go out of your way to fucking shit on this one up and coming nigga then? Like,
because he like talks shit to him or some whatever.
Or the shit on Tracy or the shit on fucking.
Well, the Tracy situation, it's because it's his girlfriend.
But the girl was saying that her and Tracy wasn't even fucking though.
I think she said that they did. But for the record, I mean that's
in one interview she said they did.
You know what? That's the whole thing is that. It's pretty transparent though. Like, why does Akademiks have beef with Tracy? Because of the girl. Why does he have beef with Young Bands? Because Young Bands talk shit about him. It's just like it's so obvious why, and it just kind of feels
don't even
like
matter.
Kind of stains like the motive of talking about the fucking sales and all that shit in the first place. At least in the public eye, I get why he's pissed off and why I get wanting to rub it in. Like for me, like when something bad happens to Scheme from the Nine, obviously I'm excited to talk about it because it is funny.
Yeah, that is facts.
But at a certain point, it's kind of like. You just can't keep bringing it up over and over and over because it just makes you look so petty.
Yeah.
That's facts.
And in reality, you kind of are giving them more attention.
It's probably mad people in the comments that have never even heard of Young Bands before. They were like, who?
But the thing is that no matter how much attention I give Skinny from the 9. It ain't happening.
Because you're not being with someone dope.
I mean, imagine just what it must feel like to be Skinny from the 9 and you get this advance.
I don't
and
want to
you think you're gonna be like an actual artist for a period of time, but then it just doesn't happen, and you're just back to being a regular person.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just crazy, like in the rap game or whatever.
Look, but the way this shit works,
he hit a lick.
The way this exactly. First of all, he hit a lick because the kid was broke as fuck in Florida somewhere.
No, in Jersey.
In Jersey, whatever. My
I'm
bad.
a Skinny from the 9
Yeah, you
historian.
know.
I know.
Yeah, you know.
The
So it don't matter. He hit the bag, but also the way this shit works, bro. That nigga could anybody could drop a hit song tomorrow and it would just be viral.
Probably not Skinny from the 9.
Not probably not.
What do you guys think about
if he did?
What if he made like Old Town Road Part 2 or some shit?
But you want to know what the problem is? That
Skinny from the 9 broke the record for number 1.
Lil Tecca, nobody's confused. We know about Lil Tecca because he has a hot song. The problem with Skinny from the 9 is that he was very concerned with getting out there and letting everybody know who he was before he had anything even close to a song anybody would give a shit about. Like, you don't want to be famous before you have a song. Young bands, you see the problem with that too, that he's like more well known than he is from any music. Yeah. So it's kind of like he has these fucking footsteps to try to fill. He has to try to live up to the name that he already has with the music, and it's a challenge.
You go Gucci Gang style and get that number 1 or Old Town Road style, then you already cemented.
It has to start with the music. Like, there's very few artists who can just be popping without the music being the thing that they're popping for. Like, you look at somebody like Rico Reckless, it's like he's popping from being a crazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
But then, the music didn't
mean, if you're a rapper or a musical artist, obviously the music has to come first.
Man, that's facts.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm quitting this podcast. I'm being a full rapper. It's nice doing you guys.
Hey, we casually crossed.
Nice doing you guys.
Nice doing this with you guys.
Who'd you do? We casually crossed the hour mark. I just noticed.
I know. I was looking at that. I want to talk about one more thing though.
We have 1,700 beautiful souls listening right now.
Oh, you guys are pure souls.
Great dudes is how I would classify all of you, and
great
chicks.
dudes.
Cool,
I'm about to say
cool,
it's just all dudes. I hope there's not all
chicks
dudes in here.
and dicks.
Loving moms.
Okay. This one is kind of sad. Well, these two are kind of sad. Chance the Rapper thinks people want him to kill himself.
Yeah.
Wait, why? Did he say something like that in the album or something?
I actually did listen to that album.
I didn't listen to it.
It was too many songs. I didn't even click on it.
I listened to the first 7 or 8 songs, and I thought, whatever, this is just the usual kind of corny, sappy little Chance Christian rock type music, know.
He wasn't like that at first, so y'all got him fucked up.
But then I go on Twitter and I just see everybody hates it so much, and I'm like, God, it feels like people just got sick of his whole thing because it didn't. The music, I get how people thought that album was a little bit more corny than stuff previously, but I didn't think it was that different than a lot of the stuff he had out before.
I'm interested.
I gotta listen to it now.
I know. I feel I want to listen to it.
Dude, because acid rap was fire as fuck.
Acid rap was amazing,
and it was not corny or nothing like that. Even once he got and once he became mainstream, he was still doing his music is still good.
Really? All I can remember is his feature on Kanye's, and that's all I can remember from the past.
So you don't stand Chance at all?
Man,
unfortunately, no.
Him and Lil Yachty dropped this fire ass freestyle, and they were both just going crazy.
Yeah, Chance is one of those.
And that song, bro, the mainstream media hated that song with Tisa Korean so much.
Oh, really?
That's literally my favorite
song.
That
song.
Really, I like Tisa's part.
Shawty tender, like a strip, bro. He is the best. He is honestly the best.
Whenever you hear Chance rap tough, on that fucking song with Dirk and shit, it's just oh, dude, you should rap like that all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck all this soft shit.
Or the song with him and Chance. I mean, him and Yachty, they're just rapping.
What song is that?
It's just a freestyle on SoundCloud.
I only like meathead rap. When I hear Drake rap tough, I'm like, yes, go Drake. I don't really want to hear him sing, even though I recognize that he's probably better at doing that than talking tough. But it's I just don't really ever get that into somebody talking about how sad they are, or how.
Was he talking about being sad on this
album?
Yeah,
meathead rap. That's my genre.
Great.
You like steroids rap?
For real. No, actually, I hate when a rapper's too buff. I can't fuck with a rapper if they're super chiseled.
If they're buffer than you just get pissed off.
It just doesn't do it for
Somebody
me.
was saying that about the one homie that just be doing the backflips.
Jaleel.
Jaleel.
Oh, yeah.
Someone was like, he's too buff to be a rapper.
Exactly. No, I agree with that,
He's
Jaleel.
so buff that
I'm
he
really
wears
sorry.
crop tops.
Jaleel, I'm sorry.
He's
but
fire, though.
You can't be that ripped and be a rapper, and I'm not going to...
He makes good reggae music, though. It's
all I can say is look
stuff.
at who has been popular throughout the history of rap. You're almost never going to see someone who's really, really big and chiseled.
You got to either be fat or skinny.
Actually, to be honest...
Hey, you can change the game. He could change the game.
Listen,
you never know.
Jaleel does not need to actually... I'm changing my opinion while I'm saying it. He doesn't doesn't need to get in worse shape. He doesn't need to start eating Haagen-Dazs and shit. He just needs to not wear shirts that show off how defined he is. He has to keep his shirt on.
He wears literal crop tops that show off his fucking chiseled abs.
There is a fine line between a bodybuilder and a musician in this day and age. And
why?
I just don't. It just
why can't he do both?
You could do both. Maybe
Listen, you can have an MMA bod, but you can't have a wrestler bod.
When you say bod, it bothers me.
Yeah, like bod spray, like body spray.
I agree, it's super good. But all I'm saying is that
shout out Jaleel, man. Shout out SD.
Shout out to Jaleel.
Go listen to his music or something. But I'm just saying that like when you fucking I don't know about that. What am I saying?
I don't even know.
Anyways,
You'll always see a rapper come out of jail super yoked. And
like,
then
if Draco comes out stupid buff, is his music going to be whack now?
I don't know if I want to see Draco buff.
You retract that statement. No, my friend was in jail with him, and apparently they got really buff.
That's the problem.
Some dude told me the
though.
exact opposite. Someone said that he was just taking sleep medication and sleeping all day.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Well, because whenever Draco gets out of jail, he's just slumped up, just back on the lean, like as soon as he gets out. But the thing about Draco
He's been
is
there for a long time.
And that's what's fucked up is that
too.
Draco's music is all just dark, evil, fucked up off lean type.
If
vibes.
he comes out positive, like I want to change.
I don't know if like people are like it's terrible to say, but I don't know if people are gonna care if he comes out positive. Like
Once
he's a
comes
dark.
What if he does the
evil
Gucci
rapper.
Man like transition though? Come on.
And I think
Gucci Mane's buff.
Gucci can only do that because Gucci put in so many years of dedication as a scumbag piece of shit. That only now can he get off of the lean.
What if Draco comes out and makes his next album with Chance and becomes a Christian rock band?
That'd be crazy.
Get that bag, Draco, but I don't know if I'm gonna be listening too much. I'll definitely listen a little bit.
I need to listen to this album to make sure he's not talking about killing himself. Yeah, what the fuck?
No. He ended up by saying like, "I know you guys want me. It feels like you guys want me to kill myself."
Wait, why are people like, "Oh, this album is so bad, kill yourself"?
You know how the internet works. You act like you haven't been on Twitter.
Fantano gave it a 0.
Nah,
What?
chill out.
Anthony Fantano gave it a 0.
Fantano had me fucked up because he gave Pierre Bourne, The Life of Pierre 4, like a low ass rating like that too, and he had me fucked up. Fantano, my goons is coming for you. I'm pulling up with Pierre and all the slimes. And
No. You have to team up with the girl that he just interviewed.
Oh,
for Fantano?
Blair White said fucking.
Blair White.
Blair White goes, he's just a reply guy now.
Damn.
It's just like, that's such a thing on Twitter, just
like,
be a reply guy.
Like, you know what's crazy though? Is like this album that I like and I listen to every day that I'm like, damn, I've been waiting for this.
Pierre one?
I fucking love it. It's the best album. But anyway, I'm like, I don't know why. I seen it pop up on my thing. I'm like, let me watch this and get his opinion because I want to see what he has to say about this album. First of all, I already like the album. I already know I like it. Why do I care what this random bald white nigga thinks? No.
You wouldn't care what I think either.
Exactly.
No
Hopefully.
I don't care what anybody thinks if I like it. So I click on it and he's just like shitting on it. And I'm just like, bro, like, I just started writing the comments. I'm like, you can't relate because like this whole album is about like his like problems with girls and shit. You got no bitches, so you can never relate to anything he's talking about. So like, fuck Fantano.
I mean,
Pierre gang. Fuck
he never likes anything that's like just vibey like rap.
Yeah, it's like the singing, dude. Like that nigga's not an actual singer, bro. What the fuck? Like
I haven't listened to Pierre
these spacey, trapped out beats just weren't hitting.
He was, I was just like, bro, like the production gets repetitive. And
Pierre said he was going to do the podcast, so kids out
there,
Pierre,
pull up, bro.
Pressure him.
Spam
remind him.
Pierre.
I'm gonna hit him up, and I'm doing it with you because you know nothing about Pierre, and I fucks with Pierre, so I need. I
know I might ask him about Gummo.
There you go.
He's gonna just take all your Zanman questions.
Yeah, that's the most basic ass question I could ask Pierre.
Oh my god, right?
No, but there's tons of shit. You just gotta get all kinds of weird facts out of him.
No, but I want you to dive into his actual. If you're gonna interview him, dive into his actual music.
I will, but I agree that you would probably be helpful since you apparently listen to him like a fucking fanatic.
Hey guys,
I am. That's my nigga.
Let's pray for Chance the Rapper. We don't want him to die. He ended up by saying that I'm not going I feel like you guys want me to kill myself or whatever, but I'm not going to. And if I found out one thing, I found out I love my wife. So he ended up positively.
He sold 100.
He found out from people telling him that his album sucked, that he loved his wife.
No, he already knew, but like it solidified for him that like
she probably helped him through the trauma of having people talk about him on Twitter.
I mean,
it was that bad.
Apparently,
I don't have a Twitter, bro.
It was about as bad a reaction as I've ever seen to any project by any artist of his caliber ever. But he sold 121,000 copies his first week, which is like a lot for anyone normally. But I guess
what was his merch thing?
What was his merch bundle?
Did he have a bundle?
He had to. Come on.
Everyone has
if you don't have a bundle, you're stupid.
If you don't cop the bundle, you're stupid.
What if he sold Bibles? Like the ones that they have at the hotels.
Wait, speaking of Bibles, I have a Bible that's a lockbox. Like it looks like a Bible, but it's like
Menace.
it's super fire. Shout out Menace, Los Angeles.
know about that.
That's
One
facts.
more thing before we go, guys.
Why we gotta go?
Did you
I'm
guys
having
know? Because we need to get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Why?
She's getting hot.
Because we're gonna be on live stream listening to your music to be.
I'm reading comments.
I don't know if I want to do the live stream again. We got niggas beefing with me that I forgot. I forgot to talk about this.
We'll get to it. But anyways, we are going to be live streaming after this. Shout out to the 1,923 people watching right now. Our last topic is, did you guys hear about the YG versus Wack 100 beef?
Woo, yeah.
Woo!
That's just wild.
Okay.
Right?
The weird thing about it is I've always had people say like, oh, Wack is from the Valley. Wack ain't really from the set, blah, blah, blah.
But that
so,
is
He
a set,
admitted it.
though.
He said, I'm 818.
right, but so now
But that
Wack
is a
is
set,
like
though.
getting on.
Pacoima's
But
crazy.
Can anyone verify this? Because that's the only
telling
thing that
you
matters.
right
is,
now that Pacoima Paru is a real gang.
Okay.
Pacoima is crazy. Pacoima has a fucking like the projects.
I feel
you
you.
could go on YouTube and type in like hood vlogs and
The thing I'm interested in is anyone doing any sort of like validation or verification of where YG is from?
All right,
and
no, listen.
Was he ever really a Crip?
listen, listen.
Listen, I am the god of gang
I'm just
warfare.
from I'm from LA, my nigga. I watched all this jerk shit happen. Okay, YG. Okay, what Wack 100 was saying was not a lie, but he was trying to play YG like he just like had no blood pass or that he wasn't with them niggas. He is from Paramount. Paramount is not a good area by any means. Still, like Paramount is a bad area, but. I mean,
Is it right next to Compton?
yeah, so all that shit's right next to each other. Paramount, fucking, what's the other one? Fuck, I don't know. All that shit's all next to each other.
YG don't seem like he's taking it very serious.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like that shit don't really matter. Like you could, okay, like you went to high school in Paramount High, and then you fucking, you know, like your family's probably from Compton. You probably is in Compton a lot.
Yeah.
And all that shit, like, you know, like, I don't mean shit that you're not, like, born.
Is that what the fuck is Wack doing? Because Blueface, who is Wack's artist, that's like this whole thing now, is like done fucking 4 videos with Blueface in the past. Or with YG.
I was gonna say,
in
yeah,
the
they
past
just
couple months.
dropped Bop.
So what the fuck did YG do?
Who started it?
That pissed fucking Wack off this much? Because it's not really publicly available. I don't think we know, right?
Wack said something that was just like about YG, but didn't tag YG, and then YG said something back.
I actually have it here if
But-
you guys are ready.
It's honestly like he was saying some real shit. I don't know if he was from whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was from whatever Crip gang he said he was from, but he definitely
So
was.
this is not from how I would say it. This is just verbatim. One thing I could respect is this. Blueface came into this rap game crippin'. The game came into it Pyruin. Mozzie came into it Budden. Some of you N-words was wearing skinny jeans and dancing without a gang slogan coming out ya mouth until you got enough money to buy a set.
See,
I almost said the N-word. Oh my God.
Do you believe that accurately describes YG?
No,
I don't
because
think so.
okay, look, he started popping off MySpace era. He had this song called Pussy Killer. That was his first like viral song, and he was wearing like checker skinny jeans. They was Pusha Zinc. They was a crew. There was a jerk crew.
And that's
but
how people dressed back then.
Yeah, exactly. That was just like LA.
Yeah.
Like, bro, niggas in Long Beach
Yeah.
was having like rose face tattoos and fucking lip rings and color skinny jeans on with the Glock and the American Eagle sweater though. Shooting at niggas, bro.
You just painted a picture.
That's what I'm saying. So like, nigga, like just because they was wearing skinny jeans, but they wasn't on. He wasn't on some gang shit, but they kind of moved like a gang. They was Pusha Zinc, like they was like
And then
a gang.
apparently that he was like,
I don't know.
They found pictures of him throwing up whatever gang signs and being, and I guess I don't know for sure, but Wack was trying to say like that was like Crip signs or whatever. But then
he's trying to say he was throwing up to
YG
other-
was like, that was just a clique that I had in high school. We were still
Exactly.
robbing people.
I mean, at the end of the day, though, it's like YG had to have done something to make Wack want to bring this up. And that's what we still got to get to the root
that's
of.
facts.
Because now that you read it, that was a pretty fucking obvious.
It was so
obviously
such
about
a
YG.
specific fucking.
He's talking about the jerking era. Who the fuck else came out that's still relevant from that
Exactly.
time period?
Yeah.
Bro, you know what's crazy? Like,
When did that Bop song come out? I swear it came out like literally this week.
Yeah, it
And they
came
had
with the
Young
song with
Kurt.
Tyga. It came out a couple days before this whole thing came
Do you
out.
know where that song is
What
from
happened?
though? That song is from
The what Tyga song?
no, it's from that song is from fucking Young Kurt. And
Stop the show. I got a really important thing to talk about that you're going to care about. You're going to care about it. Blair White, when I was just interviewing her, she started saying that a huge percentage of rappers
Via her
fuck with
DMs.
trans
I know
women.
that 100%.
And then she by name said like Tyga. Like I know a bunch of fucking different trans girls who'll fuck Tyga, and I'm just like, and she's like, the reason why I'm bringing it up is because I don't fuck with a lot of the shit that he would do associated with that, like basically saying that he would like, you know, get into physical confrontations with him or some shit like that. So I don't know if that's gonna be.
Beat him up?
For what though?
Well, remember when he was with Kylie and he got called out for like the hitting up a trans girl?
People just forget about those things.
I mean, because like
he really did have the best comeback though. Let's be real.
So many dudes have hit up trans women by accident or whatever, and been exposed for it. That it's like then people are kind of trained to not believe it when they hear it about somebody. But I feel like
why is that like news though? Who gives a fuck? Like what that nigga do? Like,
but she was calling it out. Acting
if he was doing some,
I just think it's
or
crazy
some shit.
because she just called him out by name. That's kind of crazy.
Oh, she went for it. It was like whoa,
bro.
Like, I could definitely see some media outlets jumping on that. Shout out to T-Raw though, man. Big fan. I could definitely.
I really like his music.
Sure, y'all got a lot of packs. From,
I was trying to say something important though, and you cut me off to say that.
I'm sorry.
I was trying to say that whole hook is from a Young Kurt song, "Bitches the Mob," and they just replaced it with "Bitch You a Bop." It's the exact same hook, and they need to give the Bay Area some credit, and they need to. Young Kurt is like still alive and still rapping, and like still a Bay Area legend. Like,
you think they gotta pay?
Well, look, if Cardi B had to pay Kodak, then they gotta pay my nigga Young Kurt off top.
Right. I just have to say that Tyga's like his straight perm looks great.
How do you feel about Cardi B becoming a Bernie bro? Because that's been
what?
She's like obsessed with Bernie Sanders. She's totally repping him. She's like on his team now. Yeah.
What if they paid her for? What if they paid her for like? The campaign.
I don't think
it's coming back around.
Cardi B gets a fucking $1 million a festival.
Exactly. So why wouldn't they put that money? Why wouldn't they put that money into promoting her on some fucking political shit?
To be honest, I do think that they would have a positive return on that investment because getting the cosign from Cardi is like a fucking probably one of the biggest cosigns that Bernie Sanders
all her
could possibly
fans to just go vote for Bernie. Come on.
Yeah.
But I also don't believe it. I don't believe
Bro,
it.
I think it's awesome that she's using her platform.
I'm conspiracy theory gang, so I'll be like, I'm tapping in.
I could see myself voting for Bernie.
Oh shit!
Whoa!
I really like Bernie. Does he really have a chance or not?
Yeah, definitely. He has.
Does Andrew Yang have a chance?
I don't know so much, but
when is this?
I'm just waiting for the first Asian president.
Yeah.
When is the next election? 2020? I don't know.
God.
Nigga, I don't know.
Please vote. Please vote next time. I'll literally drive.
We're gonna tell you who to vote for.
No,
I'll tell you who to vote for, literally.
Bro, y'all gotta be fucked up.
I'm gonna infuriate such a large part of my fan base who are like Trump fans out there once the election comes around and I'm like, yo, vote for Bernie Sanders.
They're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck?
Wait,
Adam?
also,
I thought you were on our side.
Who took that picture? Was it Lou or Yuri?
What picture?
Lou? Can you text him and send it to Corey because he didn't send it.
Okay.
But anyways, I mean, I'm cool off this note. If you guys have anything else to add.
Got a nice round 124, 50.
See, I think we're keeping it good, concise. Keep it before
cohesive.
Super cohesive. We should just call this a cohesive podcast.
Wow.
I was getting on Lena about not being cohesive enough when we interviewed this adult actress the other day.
Who was this person?
It was it was Trisha. Because I was trying to get her to talk about all this drama. Oh my God, Trisha's so great. I got a lot of respect for her through watching.
They was in her comments mad that she was hanging out with you.
Fuck it, man. Yeah, I understand why people don't like her. Have you ever seen her sing and shit, dude?
No,
it's
not
so
like
crazy.
No,
dude, she sells out shows. I mean, she does her thing.
Spends $150,000 on a music video for no fucking reason. These videos don't even get a million views. She just does it because it's like she makes money, so she's just like, I like it. When you watch her music videos, it's insane. It's like you're watching a fucking Disney movie, bro. She rents out Universal Studios. She's dancing. She's got 10 background dancers. They're all synchronized.
For how many views? For
like less than 1 million views. But then she goes on tour and she kills it on tour.
Dude,
they're just coming out to see her at that point. Then
she just does what she does. She reminds me of like a big kid that just with a bunch of money, you know. And she's like,
that's kind of fire.
She can just do whatever she wants. She'll buy whatever she wants.
She might let you fuck if you show her a bunch of affection and I tell her that you're cool. She might.
You should date her.
Yo, y'all gotta be
honestly, it'd be great.
Why? I think she's
for
really
us,
pretty.
that would be great. David Dobrik, they used her for the views.
Okay, look. She reminds me of no, not Pamela Anderson. What's the other white one with the big titties that was a Playboy?
I think Pamela Anderson is good. She reminds me of a plus size Pam.
The one that died. What's her name? Fuck.
Oh, wait, is it the one that dated that old guy?
Her name?
She
what's
was
her name? You know her name.
Oh,
what's her fucking name?
She was part of that diet shit.
What the fuck was her name? I forgot too. Why are you fucking me up? I should know this.
Oh my God, what's her fucking name?
She had that 82-year-old husband and shit.
Yes, she was the GOAT. What was her name?
Wow, this is so bad that I don't know.
None of us
I so know.
And she was
Everyone here doesn't know.
Trisha reminds me of her.
Yeah.
I think Trisha's really pretty, and I
What's
really
her
like
name,
her.
dude?
This is so fucked. I gotta look at the chat.
Yeah,
somebody has to know.
remember her name?
Everyone's gonna be mad as
know.
fuck that we don't remember.
Fuck.
Damn, we're at 2,000.
God damn it. What was this?
Yay.
Can we just keep streaming from now? Can we not cut it off?
No, it's
Anna
not.
Nicole
it's not.
Smith.
Anna Nicole
Wow.
Smith.
Why do we all have one brain fart?
Well, no, well, also she has 3 names. That's kind of hard.
Yeah.
But they're
You know?
all super fucking easy white names that are put
I
together.
know,
She
but
was
it's
on the
like
news
it's a string of
every
random
day
names.
when I was a kid, dude. It was such a big deal. When
She was what?
She
Her
was just on
husband
the
got
news
famous.
like every day
Her
when that
husband
dude
got
died
famous.
and stuff. She was such a hot topic for a long time.
Well,
Bro,
remember when
RIP
she
to her.
was
She
just
was
like
fine as
the
fuck.
face of like that slim fast shit for
Was
like
she?
years?
Yeah. That shit was on
100%.
TV every fucking 2 seconds,
She
bro.
got fucking so much money for that. I forgot what it was
Man,
called.
she was a fucking icon for just being her, just finessing.
I wanna be a
Whoever said
spokesman.
She was the
Marilyn
original
Monroe,
city girl.
You're dumb.
I wish
No,
I had a clean
Marilyn
image
Monroe.
and I could be a spokesman.
Marilyn Monroe's the original
What?
city
It
girl.
must be so weird to have a clean image and you could just promote products for brands.
But she didn't have a
Can't even
clean
wrap my head
image at
around
all.
Must be nice.
She didn't have a clean image at all, bro.
Yeah, but it was a different time.
Yeah.
You definitely get paid to promote brands and shit in a different way.
In a very
He gets
typical
paid-
YouTuber type way.
He gets paid to promote Adam and Eve.
I actually.
Wow, that was amazing.
I
I
did do
remember
a brand deal with them, didn't I?
That was fire.
I forgot about that.
I was like, this is perfect for
You be
you.
Fashion Nova'd up.
I gotta hit them.
Oh, yeah,
up.
Are these
Fashion
Fashion Nova
Nova.
jeans you're wearing right now?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes, they are.
What's on the ass? Stand up.
No.
Whoa.
I don't even know. Honestly, there's a good. No, they're definitely not Fashion Nova, but there's
The
something.
funny
I
thing
don't
is
better
know.
lie
when
and say that
you're
about
wearing
Fashion
like a free Draco shirt and you just tag Fashion Nova. In my Fashion Nova drip today.
Have you done?
You can only do that so much though. Right,
Yeah.
I think they catch on.
Well, if the jeans are Fashion Nova, then you didn't really finesse it.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
just
but it
wear
could be, like,
designer and
any
tag Fashion
jeans.
Nova, that's legit. Give me that.
Okay, well, thank you guys for tuning in. We will be at Real Street Fest if you guys see us.
This weekend. Come say what's up.
Come say what's up
I'm gonna
to
be
me
doing a
and House
segment
Phone.
where I just troll the fuck out of all the fans. But like, yeah.
I'm gonna be doing a segment where I take a shit in a bucket and then I huff it.
What does huff it mean? Like smell it?
It's called Jankum. Look it up.
Ew,
Nah, I'm good.
disgusting. But yeah, catch us next week. We will be here Monday, not Tuesday, because we're not going to be fucked up on Molly. And
Yeah, that's why we didn't make it yesterday.
I
sorry.
don't like go to a festival and think like, oh, I'm gonna do a whole bunch of drugs. I'm a
Yeah, but
fucking
she was
grown
performing,
man.
bro.
Hey,
It was
fuck
lit.
You
Yeah.
had to do Molly to perform? Oh
No,
my god!
Oh my
I
god.
did it
Shut the
after.
fuck up,
did
Adam.
I would
after.
not want to do that while I was on stage. Just,
Yeah, no, it was
No,
afterwards.
I was like sober as fuck. If I was fucked up there, I would just like.
I don't want to have that kind of experience on
No,
stage.
that's why
in
you
front
get
of a bunch
fucked
of
up
people.
after.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like doing fucking drugs at
I don't
fucking
like
concerts
doing
because
drugs.
people are coming up to me talking to me and I'm just all weird and fucking fucked up. Too
True.
huggy.
The last time I
Fuck
did, I saw you. I went to a concert with you, and you did Molly. You left with Lana.
That was a long time ago.
That was long.
I just
time ago.
immediately realized how awkward it was to be around all these fans and shit. when
They're
I was
like
on
trying to come
Molly.
up to you, like, "Oh, what's up?"
And
you just
realistically,
fucked
I
up.
just wanted to fuck. So I'm like, babe, let's get
Let's
this
get the fuck outta
$140 Uber home from the observatory.
$140 Uber.
And then they told me they
flex.
didn't want to ride in my car
When
because
you're
they
on
didn't trust
Molly,
my driving.
when you're on Molly, I'm very fiscally conservative normally. When you're on Molly, fuck it.
You don't give a
Let's
fu-
do
oh,
anything.
Man,
We're getting out of here.
I was trying to buy drugs and I sent somebody $200 instead of $20. So I was fucked up.
Jesus
And you didn't
Christ.
care.
I didn't even. I thought about it afterwards. Like, damn, I'm not gonna get that shit
That
back.
sucks because on Venmo you can't get it back.
No,
ever.
Cash App, you can't get
And
it
it
back.
says a lot about the extent of your drug abuse that you were buying $20 worth of drugs up.
No, I was getting like, I
Let me
was
get
like,
a 20 sack.
I was like,
that's
buying
being
a,
responsible.
no, Donnie had gave me some weed. Exactly, Donnie gave me some
She
weed. I was
bought a
trying
20
to buy.
sack.
Donnie gave me some weed. I was trying to buy backwards
He
from
bought a
someone.
dime sack.
Honestly,
Y'all got me
I don't
fucked up.
respect anybody who's buying $20 worth of weed at a time in
Y'all got me fucked
2019.
up.
That's
No.
fucked up.
I was buying some backwoods from a nigga, and I sent them $200, so I know I'm not
That's
getting it back.
fucked up,
Wait,
too.
at the festival this
Yeah,
weekend?
I was fucked up.
Shut
I
up.
If
swear
you're
to
buying
God.
backwoods with Venmo, then you're a fucking dirtball. I'm
Bro,
gonna
I
tell
didn't
you.
have. I didn't have any weed. Donnie gave me some weed, so I needed some backwoods. How the fuck was I gonna smoke?
When
Just
we were in
eat the
Chicago,
weed?
there was a kid selling blunts for like $5, like selling fucking woods.
Oh no, I just needed to buy like someone had a pack, and I was like, "Yo, give me 20. Like I would send you $20 for a pack."
Imagine what an asshole you would look like if you were backstage selling woods for $5, though. Everybody's
be
gonna be
fire.
looking at you like
Finesse.
you're the biggest piece of shit.
That's facts. But also, niggas probably were buying them.
Would definitely pay. He would pay. Anyways, we will be back Monday at 7 p.m. Tune in, and then everyone.
Hopefully, we won't be fucked up off Molly
Definitely
from
not.
the festival. again.
Definitely not me.